Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Victoria Point Bowls Club. Well, for the 8th round of the 2022 Henselite Premier League. And what a game we got here today. Got beautiful conditions here at Vicky Point. Got, once again, an absolutely magnificent prepared surface here. The conditions here this morning is a little bit breezy, and I will say this, the wind is very inconsistent at the moment. It's 25.7 degrees. There's a possibility of about 1 mil of rain, which I can't see at this stage. And the wind, as I said, is coming in gusts, and at the moment it's 26 kilometres an hour. So what a day. Two great teams once again. And in co-commentary with me this morning is the one of the greenkeepers here, and bloke I've known for a few years, this fellow greenkeeper. So these people are going to learn a lot today.
They will out there, Brian. Yes,
Mitchell Cameron, affectionately known as Slapper.
Yep, thank you very much, mate. Cheers.
How are you, mate? Mate, the work you put in here this morning, I was watching you, as you know, as we were setting up, and green looking absolutely superb.
Oh, yeah, nice surface here. Pretty easy to look after this one, so it should run really well today.
Mate, looking forward to this too. Vicky Point in the rebuilding process, and got some good young talent down here. And mate, back end of Burleigh, what can one say about it? You know,
oh, very strong, mate. All the international experience that back end's got. It's going to be a tough day for the Magpies, but hopefully they can put up a good show. Should be too, mate.
Of course, the Henselite Premier League 2022 is sponsored by Henselite Choice of Champions, BCIB Insurance, Algesta Sports Club, Club Helensvale, Signs of Safety, Indigo Blue, Beachfront Holiday Apartments, of course, Bliss Wines by Barry Lester. So, as I always say, these wonderful sponsors support our great game. So, if you can, please get behind them. And if you can get out there in this week's live streaming, of course, Indigo Blue and also Bliss Wines. So we see the lead here starting up, and mate, the match-up rink's not a bad one neither too, Slapper.
It isn't, mate. Daryn Brown had a good win last night, so Daryn's rink's got Kim Millard leading up, good steady old bloke, Brad Woodland at 2, everyone knows Travis O'Reilly at 3, and Daryn Brown himself skipping. So it should be a good game.
Should be a good game, yep.
They're up against the Burleigh side. Mick Anderson leading, Scotty Franklin at 2, young Dale McWhinney at 3rd, and Gary Kelly, the Irish international, at skip.
Yep. Mate, no, what a great matchup we have here, and of course, you know, with Gary Kelly, very experienced international skipper there, mate. Pretty good back end they got, haven't they?
They do, mate. Young Dale's been going pretty good the last couple of years too. He's really come along.
Has been too. Couldn't agree more on that one. See too, this one here's nicely pointing. Just playing back into the breeze a little bit here, mate. And I think it may take them 1 or 2 ends just to feel their way too, because the wind is changing slightly, mate. You know?
Yeah, certainly will be a little quicker going with the wind away from the club. So.
Yeah, so we see not a bad bowl here coming in from Mike Anderson. Just going to pull up a bit short once again. I said it's just pulling back into the breeze, but won't take these experienced players long to get used to this. So you just see there how far Daryn stepped out there, mate.
Yeah, good metre there.
Good metre.
Yep. Yeah, play the bowl like it's not there. Get it around or just under it.
Well, that's ever so true, mate. You're down with it anyway, so, you know, just going to sneak in under this. This is a beautiful bowl. And then one again too, like, I mean, you're an experienced player too, Cameron, and you play lead a fair bit too, mate.
I've played a bit, yep.
And skipped in your best days, but lead now, a bit like me. But
yep.
I always preferred when the wind's like this to always use the wide hand.
Always play the wide hand, mate. You always know it's going to turn.
That's it. Scotty Franklin, experienced campaigner here. And, of course, very experienced. Played for New South Wales, moved up here and really...
I first ran into Scotty out at Lightning Ridge.
Yes.
There at the Black Opal Fours.
Mate, yes, he still talks very fondly of his days out at Lightning Ridge, mate.
Yeah.
So we see a good-looking bowl coming here from Brad.
There's that wind pulling it right across the head.
Well, mate, his weight was spot on with both his bowls, though, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Scotty just going to correct his weight. As you said, you see those flags away, they're really starting to pull across the green now though, mate. Scotty, any movement on this bowl of Mike Anderson's going to be very beneficial. I tell you what, he had a beautiful line on that one there too, mate. Probably locked in another pretty good second shot there though, mate. So So we've got Travis O'Reilly on the mat. Travis been a member down here for a few years now, though, mate?
He has been for a couple of years, mate, yep. Sort of one of those blokes that hung around when we lost a few, so...
Yep.
It's good to see him still out there.
Yes, no, that's for sure.
A character all of his own, Travis.
Yeah.
And good shot here, such up. Might have made 3 there.
He could have too, mate. Just picked it up enough, didn't he? Pretty good bowl there. So great to have all our viewers on board this morning, so if you can share it out there, be fantastic. G'day Julie Allen, g'day Mary. Mary's again watching from Fife in Scotland. Millie de Jonk, how are you, Millie? G'day Warren. Norm Pritchard, g'day mate, how are you, bud? Hey, Brian Freeman. Mary, one of our regulars, mate. She comes on from Scotland every time we're on here, mate.
All right, yeah. Good to see international viewers. Always good. It's great Gold Coast does this. Gets the game out to everyone around.
Yeah, no, it is. It's wonderful to be able to showcase our great games. We see young Dale McWhinney Shillington on the mat at the moment.
Might be a little tight.
Yeah, I think he's turned his back on that one. Tell you what, it's still running. I don't know why he turned his back on it. I'd be happy with that.
I'm not used to playing with so many bowls on the green, mate. As I say, I'm used to leading these days.
That's the beauty about leading, mate. You can roll the kitty, draw 2 shots and go and sit down, mate.
Yep, plenty of time to drink beer.
We see Travis. He's not too far away with this one, either. He's played this very, very well. Yeah, that's a good bowl there, mate. Very good home there. And as you said, it probably does count too, I think, Cameron. So
it'd be close. Dale's maybe, but it's a better track for Dale. Oh, it's probably not up.
Yeah. No, it's good to have you on board too, Mary Forrester. You are one of our regulars, I do know that too. So it's always good to have you on board too. G'day, John. Pauline Rose from Harvey Bay. Hey, g'day, Bob. How's Cromwell today, mate? How's the weather over there? Hey, Colin Lees. And Catherine watching from Werribee. So I've got Daryn Brown on the mat now. The players are very interested in this one here. Is it going to come back? You should know, mate.
Well, it's big size 5, so it'll keep running.
Hey, it's running. Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, it would be very close to the count. I think Gary Kelly would be looking just a draw, mate, or...
I can't see too much more than a draw. It's pretty open either side.
Yeah. Jane Bush is on the bus and heading to Broady. Good on you, Jane. G'day, Mary from Newell in Ireland. G'day, Lawrence Smith. Michael Brindle, mate, a bit of a rumour that it's your birthday today. I don't know how true it is, mate. I didn't think you were going to have any more, you told me last time I was talking to you. Morning, Mr. Baker. Robert King. And Lynn's watching from Goodna. Good on you, Lynn. Warren, of course, from Burnett Bowls Club.
I think he's just going to draw on the backhand here.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Just around Brownie's last one.
Okay. Now, just a bit of information. We see Gary just going to step off the mat there for a sec. There's that Robbie, the director of everything. Just passed on yesterday's results, so I'll go through them in a minute. Is he going to come back in time? I tell you what, it's still working its way back into the head. Probably just his run, really.
Yeah, his line was perfect.
Yeah, line was spot on. Hey, Shonky, how are you, mate? G'day, Garl, watching from Fraser Coast. Hey, Daryn on the mat at the moment, and I'll tell you what, they're all clapping this. They're egging it to come home. Bring it home beautifully. Not in the count, but very good catchment bowl
just
there.
Out.
Just out, I'd say. So what's happening with your bowling career these days, mate?
Mate, I decided to take the season off. Obviously, preparing greens and playing Premier League becomes a bit much on the weekends. You don't get much time to yourself. So
what you're telling me, you're getting old, eh?
Well, that as well. Yeah. No, I think 14 seasons straight of playing Premier League, and just time for a break, mate.
Yeah, I'm hearing
time for a break.
Yes, with the amount of commentary Robbie and I have been doing of late, mate, it's I'm in semi-retirement through these days too, Slapper.
Yep.
So we see a bit of a pick-up there for Vicky Point, a very good start for them. As I said, the conditions here absolutely superb for a game of bowls. And the results of yesterday's game, just for all those people out there, we've only got the Premier League results. There's Helensvale on one rink, 65 to Belmont 53. Vicky Point, one rink, 49 to Algester 61 on two rinks. Tweed Head 68, two rinks to Enoggera on one rink on 57. Broadbeach, one rink, 60. Burleigh Heads 54, two rinks. Paradise Point, one rink, 50. Pine Rivers, two rinks, 70. Kawana, two rinks, 60. North Toowoomba, one rink, 53. And Hamilton on one rink, 56 to Musgrave 69 on two rinks. So
yeah, I see that was John Newell beat Sean Baker. That'll be that'll be interesting on the bowl show on Wednesday.
Looking forward to that one, mate. Johnny Newell in great form, though.
Mate, he's been playing great.
It's on Thursday this week.
Sorry, my bad. Yep.
Yeah, it is on Thursday this week. There's a change of it, so put that in your diary. Put it just for 1 week only. Just put it in the diary. Thursday night. Hey, g'day Timmy Phillips. How are you, buddy? G'day Joan, watching from Somerset in Tasmania. Great to have everybody on board. Faye Whittaker. G'day Fazy. How are you this morning? You're on the phone, you're on the bus with Bushy. Be a rough bus trip. Was the Shardy started already there, Fazy? G'day Bob Strong. I tell you what, he's not going to be too far away from this one.
There's three pretty good starters.
Yeah, three very good bowls there. Very distinct too. Like, I mean, yesterday, of course, we had both leads using white bowls.
Right.
Both seconds using blue bowls. It was it was such a great game to call. It was a great game too, and it really, really was.
Well, Kimbo got these to celebrate the Melbourne Demons grand final victory, so not a pretty handy spot there at the back, though. Jake
says, a question for Mitchell. Turf surface up that way. Cooch or Tiff?
Tiff, mate. Tiff Dwarf here.
Yep. Tiff Dwarf just about everywhere, mate.
It is, mate. Yeah, it's even starting to work its way south now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yep. Absolutely. It really, yes, it is heading south, mate. So we see John on the mat. He's just going to one in. No, he's probably got too much of it, so took him out, but he's also put in good home. So Scotty Franklin, g'day Jim Dalrymple. How are you, mate? As I said to you yesterday, we'll be catching up with you soon. Greens are absolutely superb here, mate. Morning, Kelvin Fair.
Yeah, screen's been getting a fair bit of work of late. We've got the other green out at the moment getting replanted, so should be back in about 3 weeks, I'd reckon. Yeah,
it's looking good too, mate. Said I remember when I was here working with Sammy, mate, and we grassed this green. We got the grass from Jinder Lee from Scotty, and mate's been used to have about 7 or 8 different strains of tiffin at that particular stage.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. So no, it's a really easy surface to look after this one.
Yeah, no, it is a great strain. So Scotty Franklin ran about 3.5 foot through the head. Grass line pretty well spot on. He's following this one down, so he must like it.
It's got to hurry.
Brian Freenham, I'll tell you right now, mate, all leads do practice rolling the kitty. There are some exceptions, though, because I do play lead.
Wouldn't imagine you lead too much these days, though, right?
Mate, I don't practice you, mate.
That's probably another point.
I used to, Slapper. I used to practice a hell of a lot, mate. But you know, it's like when you're greenkeeping, you've had a big day.
8 hours on the greens, and you don't want to come back after and roll up, mate.
No, I must admit, though, I do like to still throw a few down just to see what they're like every now and again, but few and far between these days, though, mate.
Yeah, I had my first roll-up for a couple of months there on Thursday, and they came out surprisingly well, to be honest.
Did they?
It was fluke more than anything.
Well, I tell you what, it's a bit like me, mate. I always come back well after a spell, too. G'day, Bozzy. How are you, Greg? Great to have you on board, too, bud. So Dale on the mat at the moment, just trying to play through this red bowl here, or come around it, or maybe sit the purple bowl of.
Give his own a roll.
Got the grass line spot on. Just looking for about another 5 foot of weight. That's a fact. You look at all those bowls there, though, Cameron. Like the grass line really is pretty handy, isn't it? Which tells me that they're
early onto it, aren't they?
Yeah, they're early onto it, mate.
Yep.
So they should be double header. Come off the green last night at 8:15, 8:08.
It's not a long time to break between games.
No, it isn't. G'day, Abraham. How are you, buddy? Hope you and your wife had a great day yesterday, mate. See a great bowl there by Travis.
He started well.
He has, hasn't he? Sitting jack high, so a couple of D on there by the looks of it. No, Timmy, we've been pretty well behaved here, buddy. Well, he may have got enough. Scotty Franklin, that's his white bowl.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah, there was no congratulations there. It's a bit of a slice, but anyway, the players normally like to get him in the middle.
Oh, you got to be up though, which he was.
Mate, Joey Mills, Jimmy was an absolute champion, mate. I remember playing him here in a Premier League trial, and on 20 ends the score was 10-all, and he refused to play an extra end because he said they didn't deserve to be a loser.
Yeah.
It was one of the best games of bowls I've ever played in. That was just absolutely incredible. Mate, I'll never forget Joey, mate. I'll tell you that right now, Jim. An absolute champion of a guy.
I got to play against Joey in the Gateway area before I joined at Vicky Point. He was sadly gone before I got here, but everybody here talks quite highly of him. So
well, mate, this was his rink.
Yep.
This was his rink.
I believe it was rink 8 back then, though. I think they changed numbers to the other greens.
So. That's true. 100% correct. Yes. Mate, table service. Mate, how good is this?
Local.
Hey, good on you, son. So Gary Kelly going to the mat, just holding one. He very aware, play of his experience, that this bowl needs a friend. He certainly was with that, Jim. I couldn't speak more highly of Joey, mate. And Cheryl Hutchison. Good morning, Cheryl. So Gary playing his forehand, just trying to sit this back bowl here for 2 shots. Tell you what, he's in the region, maybe just a bit runny. Having a good look at it, though. One thing about Gary, always watches his bowl, no matter where it's going. He always watches it.
Well, you're not much of a chance of making a correction if you don't watch what it does.
That's ever so true. But this day and age, though, Cameron, I just see blokes turn their back, in my opinion, too early on their bowl.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Maybe feel like they know what is going to happen.
Yeah. Mate, if I did that when I was learning to play the game, my coach would have torn strips off me. So just a little bit runny with that one there, Daryn Brown. But definitely got one here to the Burleigh Dragons.
He's out on a fairly good paddock again. Don't know what his weight's like, though.
Yeah, just a bit wide. Yeah, you did right there too, Timmy. G'day, Danny Supple. How are you, my friend? So we see Burleigh picking up their first shot of the day. Tactics, they used these last night too. Slapper, they took the net up and went up minimum length, mate.
Well, he's giving himself a couple of steps there.
You're pretty close, Tony. Yes, it was.
Yep. Yeah.
It was.
Of the
water, just water.
Yeah, flavoured water.
Well, mate, the pipes here looks as though they need cleaning by the looks of them.
They made me wait till 10 o'clock, Brian.
Did they? It's a bit rough. Be the last time you fly with this airline, son. So they're having a good look here at length. I think they're going to call the umpire here and give him something to do, which is great to see. Good morning, Rhonda Holmes. How are you this morning? A beautiful day here at Vicky Point Bowls Club. If you're in the region, come on down and say good day to us. And heaps of games going on all over Southeast Queensland today. So if you're out near one of the clubs, look up the draw on the Premier League discussion page and get yourself along. There's champion players playing everywhere.
Starting to get to the business point of the season too, Brian.
Yeah.
Teams will be starting to sort themselves out for finals.
I always thought, Robbie and I have been talking during the week too, Cameron, and we were saying during the week, mate, that this weekend was going to sort it out.
Yeah, the double header at this stage of the event certainly going to sort some teams out, I think.
Yeah.
Don't know whether it'll 100% decide the finals teams, but it'll certainly go a long way.
It'll sort out the teams, as you said, mate. I couldn't agree more. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be one heck of a... Mate, it has been already one heck of a season. It really has been. It's been fantastic, you know. I mean,
it's always good season, Premier League. It's
quality players.
My favourite time of the year.
Yep. Yeah, he was a great butcher too, Carol. You're 100% correct there, my dear. Jeffrey Durlin. Yeah, there's been some great characters in our game over the years, hasn't there, eh? It really has been. Mike Anderson on the map. Mick, I should say. Yes. Yeah. Okay, mate. Just running through the head there slightly, but not a bad starter. Brian Pearce. How are you, Brian? Brian used to do the greens at Tweed Heads, mate, with Johnny Wiper. Now working on a farm out at Bay Desert, doing a great job out there.
And Johnny Wiper did a great job down there at Tweed Heads while he was down there. Those greens were fantastic.
Just a little bit wide with that one there was Kim Millard. Just got to correct his weight. His grass line's really not that bad.
The lead certainly liked it better going away from the club.
Yeah.
It's a better bowl.
It's a lot better bowl. I said there should be one heck of a tussle between these two very good clubs. And quite realistically too, mate, you've got a great catchment area through here, Slapper.
Yeah, we certainly have. I mean, we've got some players from our other local gateway clubs that have come over to join us this year, which has been really nice. Daryn Brown and from Cleveland, and Jeff Renowden, and there's definitely a few here from Calabar. And
see Bugsy here, mate. So
yeah, well, Bugsy's been a member here for a couple of years now. So he plays pennants and that here now.
Good morning, George Allen. How are you? It's the father of Robbie Allen. How's New Zealand this morning, George? Good bowl there, really, by Scotty, mate. Jack high, not too far away. Very usable bowl there.
Yep. Brad Woodland travels from overseas every time he plays for us.
Russell Island?
I think he's Macleay.
Macleay Island. Yeah, well, mate, he's an overseas, so he's obviously your marquee player.
Yeah, he's our international player. Yep.
International. Travels in by boat every morning. As long as he travels in by boat, mate, when they come with a police escort, you know you're in trouble there, mate. What a great bowl by Scotty Franklin. Beautiful home there by Scott.
It's 2 good shots from him.
Yeah. You think he could be still a little bit seasick, or you think he's calmed down now, mate, since the boat trip this morning?
I would think that he stayed over here after last night's game, so there you go. There's
what a
front hopper from him.
Mate, I reckon he must have stayed. There's no in the world. There's no wobbly legs in that bowl, mate.
well, if he stayed, there could be wobbly legs, but for a different reason.
Yes, I'm thinking that myself. Ever so true, mate. Davistown RSL, mate. That's just their name. I think it's the Water Dragons.
Water Dragons, I think it is.
The Water Dragons. That's why every club seems to have, like Victoria Point Magpies and Helensvale Hawks. Everyone seems to have a nickname these days. So Burleigh Heads took the Water Dragons. So as Musgrave Hill took the Pelicans. Dale just slipping past. He had good weighted bowl for what he was after there.
He was only looking to crack an egg out, I think.
Yeah, yes. Wasn't far away. Daryn having a good look at the head and said to Travis, either hand, mate.
Scary, you don't want Trav thinking too much.
There. Hey, g'day, Paul. How are you, mate? Thanks for that, mate. It is good clear coverage, mate, isn't it? And Robbie does a great job with the pictures, but I'll tell you right now, he's not here, so I'm in charge of all the buttons.
Mayday.
It was when he fears himself fears the most. He'd be looking at me somewhere. Geez, he had a beautiful line on that too, Travis, didn't he? He just needed a little bit more weight.
It's good protection for that front one, though.
Well, it is. But they've still got to come around it, though, don't they? See, Dale, I think, has got his grass line. Depending upon his weight on this one, though, seems to be holding the line pretty well. Just starting to go now.
Crash on that front one.
Well, I'm not too sure he took it just far enough, but he did crack that egg on it. Yeah, that's right too, Jim. It was the Redland Redbacks, mate. I do remember those days, mate.
Yep. And the ladies didn't like having the redback on the shirt.
Didn't they?
No.
Scared of spiders, though.
I think the club was also looking to change their identity a little bit. And
yeah. No, they've done well, mate. They really have. As I said, it's a great catchment area through here, and there's always been some very good players down this neck of the woods. I was only talking before, I was just saying to a few of the Burleigh blokes who haven't been here before, I said they used to have a wonderful summer carnival. Summer carnival. It was always held in January, which was everybody enjoyed playing in it in those days.
It did, yep. It was something I think the club's looking not to get back to summer carnival exactly, but looking to put something on soon. Something, whether it's a big major event or something a little smaller, but they're definitely looking to try and put on some events.
And you can see why too, because it's you've got quality greens here, you've got a beautiful club rooms, your facilities here are first class, and as I said, mate, everybody used to love that tournament. I used to play in it every year.
Yeah,
on file. Yep. Yeah, it was a great game, Andrew, last night, wasn't it? This one is going to be just as good. Hey, Jimmy's still got a shirt. Good on you, Jimmy.
Give there be an antique soon.
Yeah, Jimmy Dalrymple got a motel up in Mackay that we always stay at every time we go to Mackay, and one of the best hosts you'd ever want to meet in your life.
So he gives you a good feed when you're there.
Mate, his feeds are absolutely legendary, mate. Great guy and great hospitality with it too.
It's one of the best things about our game, mate. Plenty of good people in our game.
Well, this is the thing. This is the part where I get frustrated with the most sometimes, Slapper, is that all you ever hear is the negativity. Yeah. You don't hear about the great people and the characters and, you know, the people that really look after you and do the right thing, you know.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mentioned that Lightning Ridge tournament that I first ran into Scotty. It's one of the greatest tournaments I've been to. The hospitality of the whole town out there while you're out there is second to none for mine.
Well, tell you a second, mate, we haven't announced it yet, but we're in negotiation to go out there and live stream it this year.
Also I just read they got a grant to possibly put a roof over the synthetic surface out there.
Yes. So looking forward to it. Two tournaments we've always wanted to do. We've always wanted to do Weeper.
Yep.
Another great tournament and showcase that wonderful part of the Queensland region. And Lightning Ridge, just because of the quality of the field they get down there.
Oh, the field's unreal. It's
you know.
Pete Williams, when he was still around and running it, he did a fantastic job.
Yep. So, Daryn, I think just could be a little bit runny with this one here, but they're holding, I think they'd be, not too sure if it's one or two. So, might only...
Maybe one to Burleigh.
Well, that must have just gone back far enough there.
Must
if
have
that's the
just
case.
Counted the wide.
I didn't think it went that far, but there you go. That's how much the camera angles can be so deceiving at times. Good morning, Davey Smart, from another one from Fife in Scotland. Great to have you people on board. Just pulled up in time. Got the mat pretty well up on the line, so they're lengthening it slightly, but haven't really gone full length, have they? It's still you classify it as a medium.
Yeah, it'd be 3/4 length.
Three-quarter
just a little
length.
bit shorter.
Yep. Lovely start here too from Mick Anderson. What a start! What a great lead bowl. Bring back memories of you and your heyday, son.
I couldn't get him that close.
You always win all right, mate.
Just like to get him in the area somewhere, mate.
That's it. I just wanted to get him out the way.
Play with quality players. All you do is got to get them close enough so that they can do the work after you, mate.
Well, you have played with some great players over the years, mate. And
I've been lucky enough too, yep.
I know when I was playing a lot of bowls and good bowls, mate, and when I wanted to play lead, I actually had people asking me to play with them because that's all I want to do, roll the kitty and draw two shots and go and sit down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I went to a smaller club and, of course, ended up playing 3 and skip for years and years and years, and my game's deteriorated ever since. It just lacked a little bit of grasp with that one there. He's done the damage with his first one, though, which is a great bowl. But I tell you what,
Kimbo set himself up here to just arrive.
He has, hasn't he? He's really given himself a good second shot there. Yeah, it is very tricky. Catherine, good morning, Russell.
He's going to finish past, which is fantastic for
That's a very good bowl there, because the way that's set up, get that bowl not square, that's exactly where the kiddie's going to go.
Yeah.
Lined up for that direction. The picture there is Scotty Franklin concentration he has. A little bit wide with this one, young Scotty. Great guy, Scotty, too, mate. He's great to have him up on the Gold Coast at Burleigh. He's a very knowledgeable person.
Yep.
He and his mate over there in the reserves, mate, Crawford, the Craw. True characters of our game.
Surprised not to see Crawford up in the ones. He dominates their A-grade singles down there, doesn't he?
He does. Mate, I think he's been dumped because he's now the president.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, he's a great guy, mate. You know that. Tell you what, another great bowl here from Scotty. That's quality bowling, that, isn't it?
It does widen that landing area, though.
It does. Good morning, Mick Wooten from Sheffield in Tasmania. Bradley Colson. G'day, Brad. How are you, mate? Brian and Phil Atkins watching from England. Good to have you on board. I tell you, it's not going to be far away. He's going to get back in time. Oh, gee whiz, there wasn't much between that, was there?
Yeah. I would have just overplayed it, if anything.
Yeah. Doesn't really need that amount of weight, really, does he? Doesn't need ditch weight. Little trail.
Well, he leaves his bowl on the green there. He gives these other players more options as well.
Oh, that's true too, mate. I couldn't agree more. One thing I was taught when I was playing bowls, actually in Pennant Hills in Sydney, was my first club, and coach I had to play lead for 5 years, and after a couple of years he said, right, we'll start having on shots. Even when I drove, you wanted my bowl left on the green.
Yep. More options. You give yourself way more options when you leave your bowl up.
Yeah, Dale's played this well.
Just going to change it. Yep.
Yeah, he's changed. There's only one weight. You have to beat ditch weights now. Got to get through it now, mate. See the facilities in the background there, and there's quite a few spectators starting to rock into the place now, which is great to see. Hey, Travis seemed to give that one a bit of a flick.
Yep. Yeah, it didn't look like he got it away real good.
Yes. Good morning, Jill Buchan. How are you this morning? G'day, Beverly. Yeah, you said last time that you left Earl Haven, so I hope you've settled in well with your new place there, Beverly, and it's great to have you back on board enjoying watching the bowls. So Dale really doesn't want to look at the kitty here, does he, mate?
He wants
to just
get one past, I reckon.
Oh, he's setting up a target.
Well,
That's a great bowl,
Well, he hasn't made the target any wider.
Oh, no, he hasn't. But I think you'll find that he was chasing probably 2 foot behind the head there, though.
I think, yeah. I'd reckon his skipper might have wanted one past.
Yeah. He's
better here.
He's going to do something anyway. He's got it.
He got a pretty stiff result, really, but
he couldn't have played that much better.
No.
Hey, Travis, how are you this morning, mate? Travis Lester. Yeah, mate. Your brother's playing on the rink next door, mate. I'll tell you the score, but there's about 100 players in front of it. I love the way the players always congregate around the scoreboards.
Yeah. Sure, you're used to it by now, Robbie.
Yeah, he's used to it, mate. So, Jim Stenhouse says, watching from a very wet and windy Christchurch. Okay. And Jamie's watching from George's Basin. Morning, Cameron Cooney. You see, it's open enough now to dead draw it, really, isn't it?
It is. He can either just reach there on the forehand or the dead draw on the backhand.
Dead draw on the backhand. It's still open. I mean, if he's comfortable to go with it, though, it's, We'll see what Darren's made his mind up to do anyway.
It's like he's on the forehand.
Yep. Watching it very intently. In the area we've heard. Whoa.
He's weaseled his way through there.
I think he's got shot out of that. Well, looks at that.
Close.
Yeah.
He played that good weight that his bowl would have stayed, I'd reckon.
Okay. Jamie said he's watching from George Basin, watching his old partner.
There you go.
There you go. How good's this? So you can be down all that way and watch an old teammate of yours playing. How good's this?
Well, Daryn was a greenkeeper in Sydney.
Yes. Tell you what, Gary's not far away.
He's got it all the way, hasn't he?
Yeah. What a bowl. Probably disappointed how far it ran.
Yeah. He played that nice weight to stay in the head when he landed it.
Yeah. And that's probably the difference between people who play from week to week to these guys that have been playing Victorian Premier League. They've been playing they play dials 7 days a week.
Yep.
As their weight control is just absolutely sensational to watch.
Mate,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody with a better weight control than Sean Baker when I was playing with Sean. His weight control was freakish at times.
Mate, I still rate Sean amongst the top 5 bowlers in Australia.
Yeah, well, he's the best player I've ever played with, for sure. Play with a few good ones, but yeah, none better than Sean.
He's got this. Yeah, good
that's
bowl.
A good shot.
That's beautiful. And again, too, that was beautiful weight control there.
Yeah, let his bowl turn and...
Yeah, beautiful weight control there by Daryn. G'day, Wendy Tiny, watching from Newcastle. How are you, Wendy?
Sam's mum.
Certainly is. Certainly is. Tony Donner, how are you, Tony? Faye Davison watching from Sydney. Craig's watching to get some pointers. There you go. We may have a coaching clinic coming up with Mr. Robbie Allen one day. Of course, Robbie's the longest serving player of the series. The second longest. Oh, Brett, that's right, because the seniors were played after the Open, so Brett Wilkie was player of the series last time Queensland played, which is about 3.5 years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
And of course, Robbie got the player of the series for the over 60s.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Robbie can play.
Shh, we don't tell him those things on air, mate.
Oh, well.
We don't tell him. He got no idea, trust me. These young kids have got no idea how to play the game, mate. G'day, Ricky. Watching from Fiji. Bullet to you too, my friend. Yep. So we see Kim Millard. Once again, on his forehand here. It's the narrow hand of the two he's playing here too at the moment. Watch this bowl start working into the head now.
Once it gets behind the cover of the clubhouse,
yes,
the hand really starts to rip late.
Doesn't it? Yeah. And there, once again, as I said, that's the narrow hand. That's what I wanted to point out to the viewers.
Going away from the clubhouse, definitely a lot narrower than it is coming towards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why Joey Mills was always so deadly on this rink, mate.
Yeah.
He really was. And when you go back the old days, Freddie Evans at Wynnum. Rink 8, dynamite. Right. Very much unbeatable at times, sometimes.
That rink 8 was scary at times at Wynnum Manly.
Yeah.
With reverse bias and all sorts of things on that rink.
Yeah. Hey, Freddie had it mastered. I remember years ago, mate, when I was doing the greens at Wynnum Manly and Freddie come down, being a sales rep as he was, and he said, mate, got to have a roll on rink 8. And he went off his cracker. I said, what's up? He said, you fixed it. Good lad, mate. Jimmy C. Of course, Robbie will cop that, mate. I've got the microphone. He hasn't. On you, Jimmy. Just cutting his grass with this one here. His weight was a vast improvement.
Pretty chalked he was.
Yes. Morning, Louise, watching from Sydney, and Ian from Portsmouth in the UK. Good on you, mate. Julia watching from Albany Creek. Great to have all these viewers on board this morning.
From all over the place, aren't they?
It's fantastic, mate, isn't it? It's the beauty about the live stream, though, my friend, is that we can get out to so many people that can't be here.
Yep.
See another good-looking bowl here too, from Brad Woodland. Oh, he just dropped in the ditch. Yep. Yeah, I thought he was just going to sit on the back there. Been a handy location, that's for sure. So Scotty Franklin, bit of work to do here for young Scotty.
Probably blame the greenkeeper for that one, Brad.
Mate, get used to that, son. I've been greenkeeping 50 years. Oh dear, there's Scotty. It's not bad, it falls over. Oh, it's just on the running surface. A little bit more grass on this one.
I think his weight's better, that's the difference.
Oh. Geez, he had a beautiful line on that one too, didn't he?
Yep.
I think bowl's not going to worry Scotty. He knows how far even this narrow hand, and the wind really gusting at the moment, but it's still coming back. The slapper said when you get close to the clubhouse, you're a little bit more protected with the breeze. So. Oh, he took his weight off there, Scotty. Turned his back on that one pretty early.
Really starts to turn about halfway down the line.
Yeah. And of course, too, there's one thing you have here too, my friend, is you have a wonderful catchment area of houses around you too, you know, so it's really, you know, your nearest club from here, of course, would be Cleveland, no doubt.
Cleveland, yep.
And of course, Capalaba the other direction, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Calabar doing big things at the moment with the 2 synthetic surfaces going down, but
yeah, good bowl there by Travis.
Yeah, being the only Premier League club in the area helps.
Yeah. No, you definitely got some quality players down there, mate. And I understand completely you're going through the rebuilding phase, but gee whiz, mate, it's if you were in the area, you'd have to pop in here for a game of bowls. Just the wonderful facilities you have here, and it's nice and peaceful in here, isn't it?
It is, mate. I mean, the one disadvantage of it being nice and peaceful is that we're tucked away, and a lot of people don't know we're here.
Yeah, that's understandable, because you just go past the place if you didn't know you were here. You know what I mean?
Yep. We remember when we first entered Premier League, a lot of players would turn up and say we never knew there was a bowls club in here.
Oh, mate. Mate, I was chairman on Tamaree Mountain for quite a few years, mate, and even Bow Desert. I've been out there 16 years on the greens out there, and people from the Gold Coast come and say, I never knew there was a bowling club here. So, well, beg your pardon? Like it's the third oldest bowling club on the Gold Coast. Never knew it was here. It's been there for over 80 years, mate.
A big coup for Tambourine Mountain getting the Trans-Tasman test?
Mate, yeah, I still live on the mountain. I must admit, the wife and I, we've been up there just on 30 years, and we put the house on the market and sold it this week. So, but spent a lot of hours up at Tamaree Mountain. I was a former chairman, president, games director, and greenkeeper there. So, wonderful little club, wonderful little spot up there on the mountain. The greens up there at the moment, young Damien Bartlett, great young greenkeeper, young Damo. You remember his father at all? Errol Bartlett was down at South Tweed for a great number of years, and Tweed Heads, a very good greenkeeper, Errol.
Yep.
He's doing superb work up there, mate. What Bowls Australia want? See, beautiful bowl there from Dale, just pulling up a bit short. What Bowls Australia are chasing is a 9 to 10 second green.
Something similar for Birmingham.
For Birmingham,
yep.
100% correct. And, you know, I actually pity him.
He's got to slow his greens down.
Well, I pity him for when it's over.
Yeah.
And he's got to get all the grass off it.
Yeah.
But, mate, he's doing a great job. He really is. And absolutely fantastic, mate. And, yeah. And it's something that he'll always remember. I mean, I did the greens for Jack Eye back in 1988. And I always remember that tournament, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, haven't had to prepare greens for too many big things. Premier League a lot, but a couple of state titles and stuff like that, which is something as a greenkeeper you want to be preparing greens for big events.
Yes, for sure.
You tend to put that little bit extra effort in when you got something on.
I couldn't agree more, mate. But I think, you know, I've always believed one thing that's always driven me been self-employed in that is that you're only as good as the last green you prepared. And, mate, bowlers can soon pull you down to earth pretty quickly.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You might walk out of the place one day and say, geez, that green's running. I always judge myself. I always have, every time, if I wanted to play on that green that day.
Yeah.
That's the way I've always judged my greens. I've always been my harshest critic. Besides my wife. Sorry, I'm the second harshest critic.
So the bowl here, Gary.
He's looking for the bare kitty or the bowl.
He's got the jack.
Oh, mate. That's a great bowl.
That is a great shot. Holes either side, and he got it. He got it spot on.
Mate, absolutely perfect, isn't it? You know what I mean? You don't get much better than that. Quite a few down. I think Travis pointed 2 or 3 down there by the looks of it, I think, mate.
He's got to be at least 2 or 3 down. I think Travis might be the closest one up the front there.
Could be the closest one up the front, yep.
Got a fair bit of room to cut him down.
He has to. Yeah, tell you what, he's played this pretty well. He's got to stop is the biggest thing.
Just run in.
Well, you heard the players just then just say stop, stop. I found if you swore at them,
they listen.
They listened.
Yeah.
Not really, mate. So Gary got the opportunity to add to it. A great bowl by him with his first bowl. Absolutely superb. Tell you what, he's got a good area out there. How's his weight?
I think he might be swimming as well.
Yeah. Toucher. Toucher. Okay, Gary's coming down to have a yard of the team. Okay, what's happening, fellas?
Well, I can't think they're still all just trying to settle into the game, aren't they? Can't be.
Yep, it's only early.
Change too much.
It's only early. They've taken 2 out.
Always measure when it's in the ditch. You never know with the bend over the ditch where you get.
100% correct, mate. That one's in. And this other one here of Dale's also too. Four shots. So that's a very good bowl by Gary Kelly there. Very good bowl. Wondering why there were so many Irish viewers on board this morning, mate.
Yes.
Great player. Handy pick up there, John Hammond. How are you feeling now, mate? You back on the green this week, or is Covert still down with it, mate? G'day, Stevie Bell. June Harper, watching from Victoria. And Estelle Webb and John Walsh are watching. Good on you.
Estelle Walsh.
Walsh, I should say. Yeah, sorry, mate. I even had my glasses on to read that one. It is Sunday morning, son. Yeah, not much though.
Another good starter.
Yeah, great starter there, mate. I think it might be just a leg too, Robbie, yeah. Every time I say that to him, mate, you see the blood drain down to his face.
I bet he double checks when he comes back too, just to make sure.
He will too, don't you worry about that. He's a perfectionist, mate. The viewers probably can't see it though, Slap, but you see the way the line here on the right-hand side.
I was struggling to see what you was talking about, but now you pointed it out. I can, yeah.
It's out, what, quarter of an inch?
Putting a lot of faith in the greenkeeper marking a straight line.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought that's why I said that's good enough. Oh dear. So, Kim Millard, not far away. What a great bowl.
That's a great correction from his first.
Beautiful bowl, mate.
Very good.
He won't be happy. He's going to walk back again. He won't be happy with that.
It is slightly better.
yeah, Carmen. It's, don't worry, they're playing pretty well. They've been with Burleigh for a couple of years now, these players. G'day, Jimmy. Always good to hear you on board. Jimmy C. So, Brad Woodland. Just going to sneak around the back. Scotty, just got to correct his weight. Got a good bowl there, just sitting in behind the head, as you can see. Yep, Robbie. Yep. Yeah, well, he didn't correct much there, young Scotty.
He's past the head, though. Never a wasted bowl if you pass the head, I don't think.
No, I still classify him still in play, mate.
Yep.
Anything behind the head still in play. You know what, he's played this pretty well. Look at the run in this, though. Let's see the green really starting to dry up beautifully now. Look at this. What a bowl. That's a lovely correction there once again, too, by
I'm
Brad.
sure if he counts, but...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it does, yep. Right.
That's a great bowl, mate. The finish on that there was beautiful. Yeah, getting a bit too old for it, Catherine. Love it up there, but we're both getting a bit too old for what we had. Too big a house, too big a property. As we get older, we got to downsize. As all the kids and grandkids get off our hands. So.
Yep.
Yeah, but no.
I see Bowls Victoria doing a bit of streaming now. It's good to see other people taking it on what you started.
Mate, it's fantastic to see, and I must take my hat off to them too, mate. I reckon they're doing a pretty good job, buddy. You know.
Watch the great Alex Marshall there on I think Friday night.
Yes, I saw you on board. I was watching it too, mate. It's good to have Alex was watching our game yesterday too.
Oh, okay.
He was watching, so yeah. Dale, having a look at this. He's got it. Oh, how unlucky is that?
Wow.
He got both of them, but they both stayed there. Yeah, no, it's always great to see the great man. And as I always said, Catherine, just enjoy your bowls and support your club. Go them out and g'day, Stephen. Not going too far, mate. Don't you worry about that. No, not really, Bill. We didn't. I got home about it's up past 10, quarter to 11, I think it was last night, by the time we finished packing up and putting everything away. And we were on the road at quarter to 6 this morning to get down here.
You must have stopped a couple of times, right?
Hungry Jacks for a cup of coffee. Hey, you'd be surprised. I'm not a big fan of takeaway, but I always enjoy their coffee, mate. That's all I buy. It's their coffee. McDonald's, I buy their coffee. Gary, just going to miss the edge of that bowl.
Might be all the backward bowls gone now, except for the white one.
Yep. Now there's another two in behind. I think they're both Vicky Points bowls, so he doesn't really want to go for the big kill there, I think, mate.
Found myself getting stuck looking at the screen here rather than the bowls game that's literally right in front of me as well.
I just lifted my head up over the screen to see the other two there. Robbie does this every now and again to trick us, mate, so I'm used to it. Yeah, he's after the kill. Oh, well,
it gives him probably a better chance for it too. It's widened it up.
Yeah, he can definitely get the kill with this one. Well, he took one out anyway.
One out clean.
Yeah. But Darren's got another bowl.
He's only got to play the same bowl. He can't.
Yeah.
Take a bit of the sting out of the four they dropped the end before.
Yeah, it's an easy way to add to this. He said he's got plenty of room. You can't do any damage. A finish on that green now, just running absolutely beautifully. Be a pleasure to play on that. Sean Keepy, how are you, buddy? One of Darling Downs' finest. When are you making a comeback to the Premier League, Sean? But I must admit too, though, just talking about the Trans-Tasman up on the mountain, though, it's great to see a small club like that, though.
That's what I was trying to get at.
To basically get it, you know, it really is.
You often see the big clubs.
Yeah, just be careful.
You often see the big clubs getting those events, and
to take
really
it
to
to see.
smaller clubs, really good.
Yeah, no, it's really good to see, and I hope all goes well up there for them. I know they've put a hell of a lot of time and effort into the organisation of it, so I really do hope that they do succeed with what they're doing up there. So good on them.
It'd be a bit hard to see this end with it being moved right over there.
It's been moved quite a way, yes. I'm just going to pull up a bit short with that at the moment. Tell you what, very well pointed here once again too here. That's it, just in behind the head, mate.
It's a great spot.
It's going to be hard for these players now. I know they're all very experienced campaigners, but once that kid is moved off that centre line,
it can be a lot different, especially in this wind.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, because they're playing the wider hand.
Yep.
And watch this one here start working now.
Yeah, that'll near on get back to the centre line.
Yeah.
If it doesn't land on something.
Well,
it would have.
Mate, it would have. It probably would have finished across the line to be. Yeah, probably across the line, I reckon. Now this one here,
a bit fast.
Yeah, starts working into their head now. Just going to what just said. Just going to keep running. So Scotty Franklin is actually going to play the narrow hand of the two there. It's definitely there to be played, isn't it?
Well, he's got his own there. He can roll that a roll. Or
yep. Tell you what, he hasn't played it too badly.
His weight looks superb.
Yeah, that's a great bowl by Scott. But even playing the narrow hand of the two, look at the finish on that bowl there. Absolutely be beautiful play on a surface like this.
We'll have to get out and have a roll after they're finished, Brian.
I wouldn't go overboard, son. They're just pulling up a bit short with that one. Yeah, mate. My days of doing the stuff like that, mate. I think we'll have a beer instead, huh?
Oh, well...
Tucker, how are you, mate?
Sort of wondering what happened to this table service, mate, to be honest.
Tell you what, is he onto this bowl? He has to. Geez, that's a good bowl.
He's three there.
He's made three. Or maybe not. Maybe only two.
Not, but
he had three for a second there. So, Travis on the mat at the moment. Trafford O'Reilly. Tell you what, he's got a good line on this. How's his weight?
That's a great shot.
Yeah, it's a great bowl there by Travis.
Right on top of it.
Yeah. Scott Gary a bit interested to have a bit of a look at this now.
Well, he's got pretty close to 2 seconds.
Yes. Thank you very much for that, Darren. Hawks are up 27-17 after 21 ends. Appreciate that. Alan Marshall watching from Moore Park. G'day, Alan. Oh, yep, he's got the kill.
He's got the kill.
Now, if you remember last night on this rink, we had to live stream this after the others, so mate, they were a good 3/4 of an hour.
Yeah.
After the
a lot of dead ends, was there?
A lot of it's Gary Kelly and
Ryan Bester.
Ryan Bester.
Yeah, good mix,
mate. You name it, they hit it.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable.
It's a 4-hour game waiting to happen, that.
Yes. G'day, Tucker. How are you, mate? How's things been, my friend? When are you making a comeback, Tucker? There's still a few spectators still rocking in here, my friend. So, you know.
Yeah, it's, as you say, sleepy Sunday morning, so...
Yep. Yes, I'm actually concerned when I see this many people on the bowling green on Sunday morning, because it means that a lot of people out aren't saying prayers for me.
Oh.
I get very concerned. We got Kim Millard playing his forehand. It's the narrow hand of the two. And I guess this is going to be wind affected with the kitty being so far up the line.
Yeah, a little bit less turn, but it will turn, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit less than if the jack's right down onto the tee.
Yes. Hey, Terry Heath watching from Megara. Good on you, mate. Yeah, it's a great game, Mike.
Test themselves out on the other side of the rink this time.
Yes, just to make things interesting. We'll try the other side of the line. Jeffrey Gillow, thank you very much for that, Jeffrey. Sent me a message. Algeston 9, Musgrave Hill 25 after 21 ends. The reserves are 24, 26 after 26 ends. Thank you very much for that, Jeff. Appreciate that, mate. Oh, just pulling up a bit short. Had a beautiful line on that. Yes, with the change to this side, the players are really struggling with it, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
They're really struggling with that change. So, as I said, you can be a little bit deceiving at times when things change. You think, oh, that's easy, but it's...
Scotty Franklin doesn't seem to be struggling, just like he did the other time. Look at this.
Pretty experienced campaigner there, my friend. Look at that for a bowl from Scotty.
Just going to miss under.
Yeah, get a little bit too much weight in that one there, really, Slapper.
Gave his bowler a chance, but as you say, he's definitely through the head too much, more than what he wanted to be anyway,
yes.
I'd say.
So Scotty with his next one. Hey, good on you, Tagger.
Look at that rip late.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's running absolutely magnificently, mate. It's good to have all the viewers on board this morning. It's a telecast brought to you on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team for bowls the Premier League 2022 Henselite Premier League. Geez, look at that still running through there too. Players, as I said, that being the narrow hand of the two, and they're still looking at the line, aren't they? Quite realistically, they're still looking at the line instead of just taking that little bit extra.
Seems hard to say that the tighter hand, it's still, you're still well out near the peg before it'll turn. So
yeah. Absolutely. Good morning, Brian Stewart. Great to have you on board, mate. One of the hard-working directors from the Gold Coast Tweed District. Life member of the Gold Coast Tweed as well as Bowls Queensland. Good on you, Brian. Kerry Green. Morning, Mr. Green. Vice President of Bowls Queensland. And Wally Smith. And Brian Marshall's watching too. And I reckon males can't multitask. I'm commentating and watching at the same time.
Aren't you?
On you, Kerry. Great to have everybody on board. Travis having a bit of a look at that. I think he thought that was a lot closer. It's that time of the day though, isn't it? When, like, I mean, no matter what you do to when you have a bit of a dew, you won't get running them till around about 10:30, 11 o'clock, isn't it? You know, mate?
Wasn't much of a dew here this morning with the wind blew a bit all night and sort of kept it off the green, but as you say, it'll certainly dry out as the sun beats down on it through the day.
Yeah, well, you can just see that it is taking more grass now than when they first went out there, particularly this narrower hand.
And as the players walk up and down. And
that's correct too, yes. That's correct.
They had the home game here last night as well, so been played on plenty. We had 3 fills of bowls yesterday.
3 fills, yeah. You had the Summer Shield in the morning? Or?
No, we had 9 o'clock. We had the social on at 9 o'clock and Summer Shield on at midday, and then Premier League on at 5 o'clock, so 4 o'clock roll up. So, yeah, she was well used this green yesterday.
Pretty busy day, mate.
Yeah.
It's always the worst time when you take greens out.
Yeah. If I could have that other green back, I'd love it, but it'll be back when it's ready, mate.
Yeah, that's true too, mate. What a beautiful bowl there by Daryn.
It's great piece of weight.
I reckon they pretty much locked in second shot.
Looks like second on the screen.
Yep. Ellen Joslin, how are you, Ellen? Gary Kelly. Of course, most of these players will be playing against each other come Commonwealth Games period.
They will, yep. Oh, I don't think he wanted that.
No, got a little bit too much of it.
Could be two down here. Yeah.
2, yep. Yeah, Roger's been great, mate, hasn't it? Wayne Gardner watching from Mildura. Tell you what, he's got a nice line on this one. Oh, just his weight.
Lacked a little run.
Yes. Yeah, they make it look easy, Jim, don't they?
You would think plenty of room here for Gary to draw the shot.
Yeah.
It's tight.
It's going to be their closest one by the looks of it anyway. A little bit unlucky with that first bowl, Gary. I think he's trying to sit that back bowl just in behind and just didn't take enough grass. That one's in. He must have a new measure or something, has he? He's trying it out, see how it works.
You wouldn't normally see Trav doing too much measuring. Them knees of his are all but shot.
Having a yarn to him before the game, mate, because my knees are the same these days.
Yeah. It takes him a little while to get warmed up in the morning. He was limping around all over the place when he first got here.
Well, the thing that concerned me the most is there was a couple of young'uns over there playing the reserve grade team, mate, and I was watching over there this morning before the game. They were lifting their knees up and stretching them. I said, don't do that, you're just going to hurt yourself. Kelvin King, our Jeffrey Watkins. G'day, Jeffrey. So, really stretched it out this time. 6 all. Tell you what, not a bad starter here from Kim Millard. I just thought he may have just got that in the belly there, but...
So, players are certainly missing tighter than they were this morning, aren't they?
Yes. Yes, that's ever so true, Roger. As you always know, one of the regulars on our stream, he knows one of my philosophies in the game of bowls, that you can't be knocked up if you're not short.
Well...
Yeah, it is a great day, Kelvin. Great day for bowls, mate. Magnificent surface down here at Vicky Point Bowls Club. Running absolutely superbly, mate. The players are absolutely loving playing on this. Again, not far away.
Don't know if they're loving the wind, though.
No, he's got this in the belly this time. Yeah. Great bowl. Yeah, that's probably true. The wind is making it a little bit tricky, mate, but that's what happens when you play outdoors, though, my friend. And you've got to adapt to the conditions. Hello, Robbie's leaving me in charge of the controls again here, mate. How good's this?
We'll be right.
Yeah, lovely correction there by Mick Anderson. It's like the shot from here. Brad Woodland on the mat, playing his forehand. There's the Vicky Point sign up there, top of the club rooms.
Just going to roll the early bowl in there.
He needed that in the belly then, didn't he? He needed it well and truly in the belly. Hey, Scotty Franklin. Scotty would be very aware of the fact that this bowl needs a friend.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah. Not only did it need a friend, it also gave it a very close one.
Yes.
Good morning, Mark. How's North Queensland this morning, mate?
Scotty Franklin's drawn exceptionally well to the off-centre jacks this morning.
There's a lot of experience there, mate.
Yeah.
A lot of experience there.
Table service in action again.
Always good to hear. Tell you what, not far away this one. Yeah, that's a great bowl. Sprung it. Made a few out of that. Probably got 2 by the looks of that. That's a very good bowl there by Brad.
Yep.
Just got enough of that bowl just to spring that kitty. Oh, Scotty. Very much a educated kiss.
Yes. Well, he wasn't far away from the area, but did get a very good result.
Yes. It's all good, Robbie. I've already done it, mate. Camera work by BM. The right honourable BG Marshall. Oh, look out, Robbie's trying to make it better. Just make himself look good now. Oh. He's gone back for his smoke again now.
Is he going to get back to the white?
No. Bit wide. Oh, he's actually rocked that over now too. And that's really locked in with that back bowl. That back bowl.
Yep.
Like that's how much just like probably a quarter of an inch away getting a good result can be in this game, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Also turned the other red bowl there into a really good catcher for Burleigh as well.
Yes, and he has 2 there too. That's all right, mate. I'll look after it, mate. Should be fine. The red button. This is his cut. Oh, Dale doesn't like that one. Is he? Yeah, probably a little bit too much weight on it.
Well, they have got the catcher there, so they can afford to reach.
And they can too. And that's the fact they may even bring that other red bowl into play too, depending on where he goes to.
Yeah, and it probably doesn't look terrible for Vicky Point to reach there, so to change the head for Burleigh's not a bad thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, the one thing I always, when I skipped, I didn't mind the head being changed because you didn't want to give him too many attempts at it.
If it looked good for the opposition, yeah. Look at this. Oh, that's stiff.
That is stiff. By Travis got his head in the air. He didn't like that too much. Good morning,
that is stiff.
Fiona Hall. How are you this morning, Fee? Hey, Stephen Merrill. How are you, mate? When you get home, say good day to your dad for us, will you, please, mate? Okay, Craig Marshall, no relation. Whoa, it's made it a little bit more difficult now for Gary Kelly. May have had the opportunity to sit that red bowl of Travis's, but
made it more difficult for everyone, I think.
Yes. Got a bit of a shot on there for Daryn, though. Sorry, for Darryl, though, quite realistically. Daryn, I should say, is that onto that blue bowl there of Brad's, may get the result, may just get the edge of the kitty.
If they can get the red bowler Burleigh to the ditch is really good for them.
Very
I don't
good.
think it's a toucher, so...
No. So it'd be interesting to see what weight he plays here. I hope you're having a good tournament out there, mate. Pittsworth, normally a good weekend. Hope you're in the money there, Stephen. Yeah, so I think you realise that straight away. Had to be a bit wider there. Got the right idea. He's got plenty of there to get into.
Plenty of his own. He's got a toucher there he can bring up as well.
Yeah.
Shut up, don't hear a word. Not a word.
Bit of a crowd starting to rock in there, mate. It's good.
Rowdy, yeah.
Good to see.
Shut up, not a word. Up. Just go and play your game. Leave me alone.
Good to see the boys down here to support their club.
Yeah, there's a bit of sledge going on at the moment too. His club pairs are going on, and
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
It's good to hear, mate. Don't mind a bit of sledging. Errol, how are you, mate? I know you'll be going for the Dragons, buddy. Neil Ware watching from Scotland. Good on you, mate. So, Gary, very hard bowl to play here, as we were saying before. He's got to come around this this white one here of Scotty Franklin's.
you'd be just happy to get another one in the area, even if it's not counting third or fourth shot.
Yeah, and I think you're 100% correct there, mate. I tell you what, look at that. Gee whiz. He wasn't far away, was he? Hey? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That was a great attempt there by Gary. So
looks better pointed here.
Tell you what, Daryn's not going to be far away, mate. Well, he had two great attempts there, didn't he?
He had a couple of results he could have got there. That's pretty good effort. Still only one down, so it's not a major drama.
No. So Gary, once again, still reckon it's a pretty dangerous shot to play, because any movement on those front bowls could turn out to be pretty ugly.
He's played a pretty safe line out there.
Well, I think the great players, what they do, mate, they won't waste the bowl.
Yeah.
They'll just have a roll to something. And you can't blame them, because there's a lot of danger there, wasn't there, in front of him. Keith couldn't tell you, mate, not 100% sure, but they've quite a few of them are arrows, I know that.
Yeah. I think they're all Aero and Henselite XGs, but Trav uses a pretty old set of Greenmaster Premiers.
Geez, that would be an old set there, mate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they're a Series 16 or something. So.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, a few years ago.
Yes.
Something you don't see too often, one of the experienced leads put the kitty in the drink. Okay, pretty good roll there. So, Mick Anderson.
Looks to be a tight line, that.
Should start cutting across the head now, mate.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't got the weight. Just didn't have the weight.
Yeah, I've watched any of the winners before.
Yeah, not a bad first up there from Kim.
Those lines on the green, the ones that go across,
Yep.
the same distance apart as the ones that are going straight up the green. They're about 1,150 millimetres apart. So nearly 1,200, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yep.
I normally always judge it with short ends, like when you're a greenkeeper, you just look to see where the mat is and look what if you're opposite the boundary ped or the number where you are, and normally work out just 4 and a bit rinks, and it's 21 metres.
Yeah, well, I played a bit of cricket when I was a kid, so I just stand up near the jack or the mat and pretend like I'm facing up. It's about the same. So
the Dennis Lilly. I've actually seen a lot of people call the umpire, mate, where you'd face Dennis Lilly without a cricket bat, you're that far along.
Well, I wouldn't want to face Dennis Lilly over the full length of the green, to be honest. But
mate, Tomo was worse because Tomo didn't know where the ball was going to go. What a great bowl here by Scotty Franklin.
He's been on fire the last few ends, Scotty.
Very experienced. Jeff Maswell, how are you, Jeffrey? Good to have everybody on board.
Yes, Trevor's still with us, mate. Trevor is the men's president here still. It's been for a few years now.
He has been for a few years now, hasn't he, mate?
Yep.
What did he offer you, 250, Trev? Yeah, 250. I said, oh, mate, hang on.
You might be able to hear his voice in the background, to be honest. He's loud enough.
Yeah. There you go, Jimmy. Mitchell's all over it, mate. I'll tell you what, Scotty's on another pretty good line here. How's his mate?
10 years old and they've hardly ever touched a jack in their life. Yes, exactly right.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still pretty handy there. He's passed. And
yeah, that is a handy location, mate.
It's like the old adage with the old driving bowl.
Dropped his head on this one a little bit. He wasn't too happy with it.
People hit the black wall.
Can't see why.
Yeah, he's going to get a result out of it.
They were pretty good at it. They wouldn't hit the back wall. They hit something else.
Yeah, probably not just... It's got a little bit too much of it one side. Got the other side. It could have come in for shot. So Dale, he's got round about 4 foot to draw another shot.
Oh, the wind's just howling at the moment.
Look at that.
Rip that right out of the green.
Yeah, look at that signs. Just as he delivered that.
Yeah,
that's
as soon as he let that go, that wind just picked up on him.
Absolutely picked up, didn't it, eh?
Yeah.
There's not much you can do about that. There's not a thing you can do about that. G'day, Danny. How are you this morning? Great to have you on board.
That's that advantage of playing the wide side in the wind, Brian.
Yes, that's. I always favoured that wide side, mate. When it was like this. As
play the wide side and play like it's windy, and
Yes. Right, Travis should be way too tight with this one.
Oh, they're building a wall up the front.
Yeah, Pat, Bogger wasn't too far away. He was, Bogger was out near the golf club. I was just around the corner from St Bernard's Hotel. I still am, I should say. So Dale just a little bit too quick with this one. I think that one may finish up in the stop by the sand pit.
Yeah, overcorrected on that last one that got hit by the wind.
Yeah, well, that's what happens, isn't it? It always happens. You always seem to correct. Travis.
Not up. It's going to add to that wall at the front.
Yep. Yeah, it is, Danny. Bogger now these days, though, is out Toowoomba way. Rome, I think he's living out Toowoomba way, but here he's moving up north, so I've led to believe. G'day, Neil. Played a bit of bowls with Bogger over the years, mate, and a great bloke to play with, that's for sure. So. Gary Kelly. Oof. Jeez, I thought he was just going to sit that bowl then.
Halfway down, I thought he was a lot closer than that anyway.
Hey, good on your bones. How are you, mate? See your young bloke's going pretty good over there, mate. He's on fire today, son. Corey's dad.
Oh, he's well in front there on his ring.
Yeah. So Gary just really needs a little bit more grass, which is very hard to believe because this is the narrow end of the two, which is pretty hard to get in one's head, isn't it? Mate, just his weight. Look at this grass line, would have been absolutely spot on.
You know it's tough when blokes with Gary's calibre can't get close.
Yeah, mate, that's why I'm glad I'm sitting in here behind the table, mate, with some headphones on. Tell you what, he's not going to be far away with this one, though. What a great bowl.
There's a great shot. We'll play Daryn Brown. Oh, he's got to stop.
Yep. Yeah, no, great bowl there by Daryn.
It's back to all square on the rink.
Yep. Yeah, these two have had a great tussle, mate, haven't they? You know, it's 7-all. You see Barry just in front of Jeff, 9-5, and Corey up over Shane at the moment.
Yeah, if Shane can get back a couple of shots there on Corey, it'll tighten it up towards the end of the game for the big board.
Yep. No, it's not a problem at all, Pat. I said I've played a fair bit of bowls with Bogger over the years, mate, and said great guy to play with, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed. So Kim sticking into his backhand, playing away from the club rooms here at Vicky Point. Again, got absolutely superb facilities down here once again. Not only great greens, but they've got magnificent club rooms. I must congratulate Vicky Point this morning too, Mitch. Like, I mean, they cooked up sausages for the players when they got here and coffee, and absolutely superb hosts they are. You know, and they always bring
volunteers here, mate.
Incredible.
Probably one of the things I've noticed here compared to other clubs that I've been involved in, that lots of volunteers willing to do plenty of stuff for the club.
Yeah.
Got my dad's army that come in on a Monday and help me with the stuff around the club. And
well, even when I was here, mate, they used to do that. The dad's army, mate. They were a fantastic bunch of guys.
Certainly takes a bit of the load off my shoulders and concentrate a bit more time on the greens. And
good morning, Anne, watching from Townsville. How are you this morning, Anne? Or is that maybe your husband using up your data, is he, or what? What's going on up there, Anne? Mate, I remember that combination, Mel. I remember that combination very well, mate. Tomo and Pasco. I remember them playing Northern Districts once at Somerville Oval in Epping, and I think that was when Northern Districts had the calibre of Mark Taylor, and I think Tomo and Pasco got them all out for about 19 runs, I think, because in those days the local pitch was only prepared on a Friday afternoon, you know, rolled a couple of times Saturday morning, a couple of lines on it for the crease, and put in the stumps. And
terrifying facing Tomo or someone, Pasco on that sort of
mate,
wicket.
I remember watching it and I thought, my God, absolutely ruthless it was. I remember watching that combination, mate, so it brings back fond memories. Yes, that's true, Pat. Used to go to Fiji. Yes, I've been to Fiji with Bogger. Went over there and played the South Pacific Championships, which was very interesting, I can tell you, playing on the surfaces over there. I remember talking to the greenkeeper over there, and I said to him, what did you do for your renovation this year? He said, I top dress rinks 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And I said, what do you do next year? He said, top dress rinks 2, 4, 6, 8. That was marvellous until they turned the green around. It went over these little bumps. Good on them. They tried their hardest. What a great bowl there. Just picked up the kitty. I think they're still down though. Yeah, Mike's bowl just in behind the head there. But they tried very hard, and I must admit the hospitality. Hey, good on you, Ian. Got the data all to yourself. Good on you. Love it. Yes, Michael Kirby, it is Bogger Cath. That's correct. Graham Cath. Yes, well, Bogger, in actual fact, that's true. Robbie's just reminding me that the most successful team in the over 60s at Adelong, the last time Queensland played, Bogger was in the team.
Was it also Robbie's team?
It was Robbie's team. Robbie got player of the series, that's why he's telling me. Bogger was there, he played 3. Johnny Finlayson skipped. And who made you look good after, who played second? Keith Farrelly. Well, someone had to make you look good, I know that, mate. So he must have had a very hard job going after you. G'day, Shillo. How are you, mate? How's things this morning, Shillo? Know that you've been out getting greens ready, mate. Know the feeling, buddy. Yeah, it is, Rodney. It's a great game here, mate. It's wonderful, wonderful hospitality down here at Vicky Point Bowls Club. If you haven't had a game down here, I tell you what, you want to put your name down, come down, and you wouldn't play on much better than this anywhere. So Dale just starting to cross the head. Weight wasn't too bad, but
wasn't too bad.
That hand is just getting wider and wider.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, you're dead right there, Mel. Whoever played Corey today was in for a hide, mate. You know, some days you just, whatever you do just doesn't come off, and poor old Corey just had one of those days, I should say. Poor young Corey, I should say. Just had one of those days yesterday. No matter what he did, it just didn't come off. But then again, he come up against a pretty red-hot Aaron Sheriff.
Yeah.
And you know what Aaron's like when he's red hot, mate.
Not fun playing Aaron when he's playing good.
Tell you what, it's a good bowl there by Dale. Just actually made that head a little bit better. Les Johnson, it's 34 degrees today and blowing 40 kg knots. There, good on you, Les. Yeah, I'm showing my age here, Rodney, but I remember Tomo, mate. Remember him and Lily and Lenny Pascoe.
Before my time, mate. Watching them anyway, or replays.
Mate, I go back watching Papa Clay play football, mate, and Reg Gaznia in their heyday, mate. So a few years older than you, son. Mate, I remember my grandfather used to take me out to the cricket at the Sydney Cricket Ground and seeing Sir Garfield Sobers and Rowan Kenai, and oh gee whiz, what a great...
He's in the area here.
He's pretty close to this. What a bowl. Yeah, that's a great bowl. Favour that blue bowl now for shot.
Yes, yep.
On you, Johnny Walker. So Gary, what do you reckon, mate? Draw, forehand?
Well, he's got plenty of room to draw, but
yeah,
he played a nice swinger down here for the jack.
Well, he
coming
did,
this way before, which might be under the line there.
Yep.
They've got at least one toucher in the ditch, so...
Well, he's got another bowl to play too, hasn't he?
Yeah. Just want to draw a shot here, but not be too close with him running at the jack.
Yeah, great guy, that's for sure, mate. Well, any movement on any of these bowls, got to give him another one.
Doesn't want to get through to the white one.
May have moved that far enough, though, has he?
Not sure.
Well, Dale's having a real good look at it. I mean, I think they're just looking on how many down, that's all, you know what I mean? They're definitely one down, in my opinion.
I think the option is if he gets the white, how many extra are they down? If he goes to jack again, yeah.
Yeah, going more for the draw line now.
Has got a fair bit of room there to draw the shot.
The boys are interested in it. Oh.
That'll do.
They make it look so easy, don't they? It's just not fair. It's just played that way, as you said, with absolutely magnificent weight.
Yep. There was always an option. He had to be either side of it, and if he did land it in the belly, it was going to be running up towards the jack. Just the one.
Pretty sure it's just the one, mate.
Yeah. Wouldn't expect too many multiples away as this game's been going.
No.
The 1-4, but
yeah, well, that's true.
it's a 3 the other way, I think, the next end.
A matter of fact, just about every game we've had on the live stream this year has been absolutely colossal, mate. It really has been. It's been one or two scoring, high-scoring games, but the quality of bowls played. I mean, some of the players just made the opposition play out of their tree to get those scores, And 9 times out of 10, it'd only be one end, which really blew the score out. We see Mr. Gary Pearson walking past, getting a drink of water, which is good to see. Great bloke, Pearson. He's one of those players, as I continually say, Mitch, that just goes under the radar.
Does, doesn't he? He got himself an Australian Open title there last year with Cohen and
runner-up. Yep.
That's right. They lost on that last end. Yeah. Very unlucky.
The boys from WA, didn't they play well? Though? What a colossal game that was.
Another good game.
That was another great game of bowls, mate. Keith Farrelly, we're just talking about you, Keith. Just saying how you had to cover up for Robbie last time you played for Queensland, mate, because Robbie went first. Yeah, great starter there by Mickey Anderson.
They've shortened the length up again.
Burleigh. They have, mate. Yeah, one thing I've always noticed with Burleigh, with their chasing multiples, they go short as they can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And skips like to be obviously accurate drivers. They're skippers and
Yeah, like the grass line on those ones too.
It's a pretty good answer there.
Yeah. Hey, thank you very much, Jeffrey Gillow. Appreciate that, mate. Musgrave 38, Algester 18 on 18 ends. Thanks, Jeff. Really appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, there's plenty of brown water being passed around here, Rodney.
33 ends, by the look of it.
Sorry, 33 ends. Thanks, mate. Tell you what, not far away once again. That's good leading.
It is. One on, one behind.
Yep. Can't ask for better than that, mate.
Another good shot coming in here from Kim.
Yeah, that's a good, beautifully weighted bowl there. Thanks, Jeff. So Scotty Franklin. Yeah, great bowl by Scotty. In the count.
Very good.
He is, isn't he?
Yep.
So we got Brad Woodland. He's played some pretty good bowls here this morning too, though, Mitch.
Yeah, you give yourself a chance to reach here. He trails a jack is good for him.
Yep.
Don't want to be short.
Yeah, he's got a bowl in the head for him, mate.
Yeah.
G'day, Michael Turner, LA Onions. Hey, Scotty with his next bowl. Not a bad bowl there by Scotty.
Yeah.
He just played that with beautiful weight, didn't he?
Yeah. He's tightened the head up though, which
yeah, Tony, what we do though, mate, we wait for the managers to confirm that those scoreboards are right. Yeah, good bit of a clean out there. He got one. So we just normally wait for them to do it. Yeah, you did right too, Mr. Walker. but they won the Glen Bistro Trophy, so I've just been informed. Wasn't the overall trophy, but they won a trophy. Okay, that's the overall trophy for women and men. Glen Bistro Trophy.
The ladies carrying you again.
Yeah, mate, the women carried the blokes once again, mate. Yeah, they did. So Travis O'Reilly on the mat.
And we're fortunate to be strong in both men and women here in Queensland, so gives us an opportunity to win those overalls.
Looking forward this year to really... The ones I feel sorry for the most, though, Mitchell, is the under-18s.
The juniors, yeah.
Juniors that, you go through under-15s and, they're a bit too young to pick, so you wait another year for them to turn, 15 or maybe 16, because some of them are a little bit, like, when I say under-15s, that's exactly what they are, under 15.
Yeah.
And whammo, 3 years later, they've never had the opportunity to play their state because for 3 years we've been
locked out,
mate. I feel so sorry for them, and there's some great talented young kids there that really have missed that opportunity.
You only got to watch your coverage of the junior titles. There's some good balls played on that.
Oh, mate, it was just such a pleasure to be there, mate. Like their behaviour, everything was just absolutely outstanding. Great
camaraderie between them too. You see them, even opposition players giving each other high fives.
Well, they were. I mean,
watch.
Some players lost a game and went down and high-fived the opposing skip who just played the last bowl because such a great bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mate, our age, you want to punch their lights out. No, not really, but you know what I'm saying. It's just really good to see kids at that age behaving there. Robbie says really.
Being taught the right way, though.
It's good. Well, I take my hat off to their coaches, mate.
Yeah.
I think they've been exactly what you said. I mean, you go back, not knocking coaches of today, but I remember going back some clubs I worked at. You see some coaches come out and will teach a person to play the game of bowls, and other coaches will take them in and show them where the mats and jacks are kept, where to put your name down, and show them around.
So those little things help. When I first joined, one piece of advice I got was make sure you read the board.
Yeah.
The amount of things you sort of read on the board that you talk to other members and they have no idea about. It's been on the board for 2 weeks.
Yeah. But I've actually been in clubs, been the president or chairman of various clubs, and I've actually said to some of the members exactly what you said, but it's been on the board for a week. They said, I never read the board.
Yeah.
Never read the board.
Well, you're going to miss a lot.
Yeah, now, is he just under? Oh, he played that with great weight for what he was after. He's going to get a result.
Oh, he's going to flop out.
Oh, not quite. Geez, he played that with beautiful weight control. So it's a handy pick up there to the Gary Kelly-led combination. See Corey just sneaking away now, 16-2 over Shane Kelsey.
Barry pulling away a little as well.
And Barry starting to slip away from Jeff. Looks like Burleigh want to keep it a bit long, mate, so that's a bit surprising.
Oh, a little bit longer this way. They're short into the wind. And
yes.
Be probably a similar sort of feel, these two lengths, I'd imagine. Be a good second at least, that wind behind it.
Gary Nordoff. Hey, Nordy. Hope you're well, mate. G'day, Reese. How are you, mate? How's things, Nordy? How's that leg of yours, mate? Is it improving? What's happening, mate? Tell you what, lovely starter here from young Mick Anderson. Very good starter.
Surprised Gary's not here today, actually. He's been coming down for a few on a Sunday game.
Mate, very old mate of mine, Naughty, mate.
Yeah.
When young Jamie was growing up, I say young Jamie, I always refer to him as young Jamie, and Jamie and my young bloke about the same ages. Ben turned 37 yesterday.
Yep.
Very good player, but on you, Roger. Your comments about reading boards is not exclusive to Australia. Roger, of course, comes from New Zealand, mate.
Right.
One of Robbie's countrymen. Two great lead bowls there by Mick Anderson. That's good leading. Yeah, both about the same age, mate, and they had good battles over the years, my young Ben and Jamie, and two nicer kids you go a long way to meet, mate.
Oh, a very good friend of mine, Jamie.
Yeah, great bloke, mate. You go through that era, though, look at how many of those players were the backbone of the Queensland team for so long, you know what I mean? Jamie Anderson, Stephen Tong, there's just an era of juniors that
It was a quality era when
outstanding, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Gary had a lot to do with that too, because he was very prominent in the
He was at the
Capalaba
Junior Development thing, yeah.
where there was a hell of a lot of 69 junior members.
Yep.
I think we had at one stage, mate. 69
look at
junior members.
Even just after the Jamie era, you had Scott McLaughlin and Ben Twist, Kurt Brown.
Yeah, sensational. And I can see it happening again now. I can see the resurgence in the juniors. Like this year, nominations up 20%, and I can just see the quality, particularly the under 15s. It's outstanding.
Starting to get back there.
Oh, mate, it's outstanding. It really is. Some of those young kids, and I see some of them are actually playing Premier League this year too, which is
good shot there from Brad.
Yeah, great.
I see that Hayden Ogler, is it?
Yeah, playing lead.
Yeah, for Kane Nelson.
Yeah.
Another
now I know
young
Kane.
fella.
Okay, Kane had a bit of a loss yesterday, but they tell me they reckon he's playing incredible up front. You know,
I saw him when they played out here. He seemed to go pretty well.
Well, yeah. Yeah, no, some great talent around, mate. So it's good to see.
I mean, even Kane, I can remember Kane when the shirt was the smallest size they had and it went down below his knees.
Yes,
he
mate.
was about 5-year-old, I think he was, playing pennant.
Well, I think one of the big things with Kane is that I remember when I was doing Winter Manly Leagues Bowls Club, and he'd come down for practice on a Thursday afternoon with the Premier League players, and Billy Cornells would go and roll up with him.
Yeah.
That's the type of bloke Billy is, you know what I mean? Just absolute one of the true champions of our game. And there's so many of our top players like that, Mitch, who really give up a lot of time and effort. And I see young Cooper Sutton, what a great bowl here. That's another great bowl there.
Two bowls there from Brad.
Two great bowls. See young Cooper Sutton from, I think he's playing out of Pialba Bowls Club, Johnny Walker's club these days. He used to be at Urangan. Went up there for a great event which Johnny organises, the Pialba Invitation Fours, always held in November. And young Cooper's only like a 9-year-old, and he's out there rolling up, and all of a sudden Sean Baker's there rolling up with him.
Yep.
Then Sean Ingham went and had a roll up with him. Oh, what a great bowl.
Go.
What a great bowl by Dale, both of them. But all of those players all went out and spent time with him.
Yeah.
And just, they're the things that normal people don't see. They're always in the back blocks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, remember a long time ago when young Dale McQuinney was young.
Yes.
We were at an event. It might have even been somewhere up at Tambourine.
Yep.
They had something up there. And
Premier League.
Mark Casey
Yep.
went out and had a roll up with young Dean or young Dale when he was out there, showing that he offering his time up.
Well, that's true too, mate.
Travis just drawn shot there.
He just drew a shot. Yeah, good bowl there by Travis. There's plenty of room there. There's plenty of room there for him to just draw here. Like on the forehand, any movement of that white bowl, which is Scotty Franklin's.
Well, he got a few options there. He can touch a jack to his own. If he's a little tight, he can sit Trav and make the number again.
Yep. There's definitely got a few options there. Okay, Naughty, you look after yourself, son. I'll give you a tingle shortly, mate. Yeah, they got a bronze too, mate. You're dead right.
Well, that's right on the peg.
I think that is right on the peg, mate. They're having a good look at it. Could be an umpire call here.
Could be. Well, they're calling it in.
Yep. Yeah, they're calling it in, so...
This will be fun.
There's the markers right in front of the peg there. Yeah, just going to pull up. That's going to be outside the line.
Falling on the line.
No, it's fallen on the line. That's going to be very much a nuisance bowl there.
Well, it might give them a guide, to be honest.
Yes.
You want to be around that. You've got to be around that. If you're tight of that, you're well tight.
Yep.
So.
Hey, thank you, Peter Sharp, for that. Dolphins 29 and Nogra 27 on 30 ends. Reserves, Dolphins 50. Eagles 26 after 38 ends. Ron Cameron watching from Campbelltown, Victoria. And Michael Brindle, of course, made the statement that Cooper led well this year in the fours. They played off and they got the bronze. Ever so true, mate. Not bad for a young man. When you see this young Cooper Sutton plays your left-hander, he's got the most magnificent delivery.
Left-handers always do, don't they?
No, mate.
In any sport, they seem to just look natural, don't they?
I should have known better. I think that could be Robbie Allen's downfall, mate. He's a right-hander. He'll be rolling up left-handed after this game. You mark my words now you've said that. So Gary just got to correct his weight. Probably looking for second shot even, but I'm sure Gary will be looking for shot. I think he's still running.
Pull up, yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's going to be a couple at least, I think, to Vicky Point.
Well, at least two, I reckon, mate.
Yeah.
It's going to miss. It's got plenty of room to draw another one here too now at the moment.
Might even be three.
Mitch. Yeah, it could be two, to be truthful with you. I'm telling you right now. You look at that. Well, this is going to pull up.
Should do. That'll definitely be three.
Mate, you're lucky you didn't roll that green one more time.
I thought about it.
That would have been in the drink, that one. Hey? 4 shots. So 4
so
pickups.
Yeah.
That's a handy pickup to the Victoria Point Magpies. Oh, we have new leaders.
We do.
What a great game this has been.
Halfway point.
Been a fantastic game, hasn't it? Well, Corey really slipping away from Shane now. 22-2. So Corey really making poor old Shane Kelsey. And Shane's a very fine player too.
He is. That would normally be the rink that Michael Birmingham, who's been going really well for us, skipping.
Yeah.
So maybe feeling the loss of Michael there.
Good to see you, mate. To see Dave Pearson here, mate. Come down to support one of his local clubs. Great to see. What a lovely starter here too from Kim. Great start by Kim.
A great start from Kim Burke.
Well, don't get much better than that, mate.
He's left the jack open.
He has left it open.
I think Mick will just be trying to get to the bowl. If he doesn't, just slide past will be very handy.
Tell you what, he's not far away, mate. Is he going to spring it?
That's a great shot.
Well, it is. It's opened the head back up again now, hasn't it? You know what I mean? Played with beautiful weight there too. The beauty about him is he's just playing with draw weight there.
Yeah, no more.
This is where a lot of newer players seem to think once they get a bowl close, they've got to play with a little bit too much weight.
That's right, yeah. 2-3 feet of weight gets you really good results majority of the time.
Tell you what, not badly pointed once again. Going to pull up a tad short, but it's still a very workable bowl. That's 2 good lead bowls.
Falling against the bias.
Yes. Mick Anderson on the mat once again. Doesn't have to correct too much. He's asking for it to start turning now.
It should do, but he might be a little bit runny.
Yep, just
he's
his
going to
weight.
finish in a good spot though. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep, no, it's good home there. And the way Scotty's playing, he's liable to drag that there.
He is. That'll just draw 2 touches right on top of it where it is.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brad's been playing very well up front this morning too, though. Mitch, he's been playing beautiful bowls, mate. His weight controls I've been very impressed with. He's not far away with
good
this
line.
Anything in behind the head, I think this is going to be very beneficial for
Very
him.
good home if he gets to the red.
Splits those two.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a good bowl there, mate. Hello, looks like someone's been to McDonald's. Or Hungry Jack's.
Making me feel hungry.
Now Scotty just needed the run in that one there. He's not too far away. Not too far away. He's needed a little bit more run. His weight was needed about another 4 or 5 foot away. His line was absolutely spot on.
Brad will be looking for another one past the Jack, but maybe counting this time.
Yeah, well, he's in the air. I don't think he's got the weight though there, Mitchell. Look at that starting to rip across the head now. Finish on that green's magnificent, mate. It's a credit to you and the boys that work on this with you. Sammy's pointing.
Sammy, yep. Not that Sammy does too much work. He's the boss man.
He's the boss. I taught him well, mate, didn't I? Oh. Danny, thank you very much. Algester 22, Musgrave 46 after 39 ends.
Sammy seemed to take the COVID approach to the hard day's work. Last time we had a hard day's work.
He's a good lad, mate. Tell you what, there's one bloke who can play bowls also too.
Well, he was here on Thursday when we top dressed in the other green, and he had a roll up out here.
Yep.
Just while we wait for the sand to dry off. And
all over it.
Oh,
yeah.
He's unbeatable.
Yeah, no.
Hasn't played bowls for nearly 2 years now, Sam.
Yeah, it'll be a while now, mate. Yeah. Yes, it would be a while, but very, very steady player, mate. So a couple down here, so... Oh, look, it's going to be a drive. Robbie's getting ready to catch it.
He's got both again. Oh, he's got the hole.
Got the hole. And I think you may have just break your ditches by the sounds of that bang. I thought he was going to get both of them. Well, he's just going to get the inside edge of that.
Yeah.
So, Travis. Really got to change the head just slightly. You don't want to give Dale two goes at it.
He's got to miss the white one.
She has done. Well, that's probably just closed the hole that he went through.
He's giving him another in the head, which will,
yeah.
You know, even if Dale does get both bowls, they'll have one there.
Gary said go again, mate. Oh, he got one of them. Took one of them out.
The ladies up here on the bank got a little bit scared of his... Jack was going to come flying their way, they thought.
Well, I tell the story a few times, in actual fact. Mitchell, I was watching Broadbeach playing... I think it might have been South-Tweed at the time. Kelvin was playing for South-Tweed in those days, or it could have been Tweedheads. Not sure, he may have just gone over to Tweedheads. But he's playing Kevin Anderson in the final of the Pennants Division 1 at Helensvale on rink 6. And Kevin, I heard him say to his third, if I hit that bowl as hard as I can, I should come through with my bowl and get Kitty. Well, mate, he's hit as hard as he could, and the bowl finished up in the TAB of Helensvale Bowls Club.
That's a good hit.
Mate, a good hit. But the funny part about it is that people still sat behind his rink, which really did surprise me, though. What a great bowl here by Daryn. That's a great bowl.
It's another counter.
Yep. And Kelvin, talking about him, it was only last year, I think it was, we were doing the, last year or the year before, we were doing the...
got my number there anyway.
What are you drinking then?
Gold.
We were doing the Golden Nugget, and I see Kelvin had a drive playing back towards the club at Tweedheads, and he's hit the kitty, and it's taken off in the air, and it's hit a seat and gone straight up into the crowd. And I saw this bloke walking around with a big ice patch on.
Oh, he got someone. Yeah.
He got someone, mate. Yeah, it was like a golf ball.
Yeah, when the Jack gets flying, it can be violent. I've seen some Jack. I haven't seen anybody really get hit from maybe in the ankles and things like that. But Michael Smith used to play at Wynnum Manly, used to get the jack flying. He's probably one of the quickest I've ever seen go.
Yes, mate. He went well. Bogger, Graham Cath. He was always a quick driver too.
Yep.
I remember playing a carnival with Justin O'Keefe from Capalaba, a big lump of a lad. And Justin had a full-blooded drive, and I was talking to someone on the bank, and I had 1 foot on the green and 1 foot on the bank, and I didn't walk for 3 days after. He hit me right in the ankle, and they thought it was broken. It wasn't. But ever since then, it taught me the greatest lesson in my life. When you're playing three, keep watching. G'day, Paul Ryan. How are you, mate?
This weight looks good again, Darren. Just got to get down.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that's a great bowl. Well, a bit of a. Well, there's a few down. He doesn't want to take his out.
Oh, it should be a 3 or 4 there for Vicky Point.
I'd take 4.
Yeah.
Never seen Travis walk so fast, mate. Have you?
Chasing numbers, so he's always pretty enthusiastic. 3 it is.
3 it is. Good pick up there. So a bit of a breakaway here by Daryn Brown and his team. Handy pick up.
2 ends in a row, a couple of handy numbers.
Good morning, Owen Luckett. G'day, Wayne Wilson. How are you, mate? Wayne, of course, is the greenkeeper at South Tweed Bowls Club.
Yep.
Kevin Dixon. G'day, Kevin. In code commentary this morning with Mitchell Cameron, affectionately known as Slapper. Everybody knows him as Slapper. No one knows him as Mitchell.
He used to be good. On the full name come up on a state draw or something like that.
That's it, Slapper.
They'd turn up and they had no idea it was me.
Good one, mate. Vicky Point, stretch it right out again.
They have, that seems to be the tactic for Vicky Point. Go long and Burleigh are drawing the length back a little bit shorter.
So anyone sitting out there at any of the grounds, if you could send us through some results, some updates, it would be very much appreciated. So a good starter there once again by Kim, just running through the head, but in behind the head is always in play. Owen Luckett says, hi, Slapper.
Hello, Owen.
Michael Smith is a club mate at Curry. Has slowed the drive down. Thanks for that, mate.
He could go quick.
Yep. And Vince is watching from Star City. Good on you, Vince. Yeah, good starter there too, once again by Kim. Beautiful jack eye bowl there. So Mickey Anderson will be second bowl. Just got to correct.
Badly down.
Is he going to get the inside edge? Well, not quite, but he got shot out of it anyway. Got shot out of it, so. Morning, Wendy Peach. How are you this morning? So, Brad, got a little bit extra grass on this one here. Look at that wind really starting to rip across the head now.
Get back close to the centre line. He's just past.
Yeah, just quick, mate. The thing about it, when you're playing your forehand, the way they're going at the moment, the wind's really behind you, though, isn't it?
It is.
And it really is affecting the run in the bowl.
Yeah. Wind probably blowing more of a 45 degree across the green there.
Yeah. Now, Scotty Franklin, how's he travelling? Yeah, not too bad at all. I thought he was just going to rub off that bowl, but not quite. So Brad Woodland with his next bowl.
He's out there in that wide paddock again.
Yep. Oh,
Follow Scotty through the same hole.
Hey, do you tell you what, all you had to do was sit that and floppy hat shot, didn't you? And Ian Wood watching from Barrow Island, Western Australia. Good on you, mate. Hope you're enjoying the telecast. Having smoker. Scotty Franklin, what a correction.
That'll be the shot.
Yeah, that's a good bowl. That's a very good bowl.
And Trav get down to the white.
Just snuck around the back. So Dale got 2.5 foot to draw another one. You'd back him in on this 9 times out of 10, wouldn't you?
You would. Looks to be out there in
Well, he's out there
sort of area where you need to be, I think.
That's right. He's in good territory, mate. Just comes down to his weight now. But look at the wind you get behind that, though. I mean, you're conscious of the fact that you got to get it out there. So you're conscious just to let it go. And then once that wind gets behind you...
He's given him a good backward bowl, though.
Yes. Well, now,
the 2 Vicky point
now you
bowls
see
there.
the wind's dropped completely. And that's the difference between when Dale played to when Travis played this one.
Yeah. It's a good 6 feet of run, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I tell you what, he nearly sat that red bowl once again. Joyce Elliott says, Scotty Franklin used to play at Westport in Port Macquarie. Thanks for that. Got a better line on this one, mate.
His weight's a lot better here.
Well, the wind's dropped too. Yeah, that's in. Yeah, that's a good bowl.
Looks like they're holding 3 there, Burleigh.
Yeah. Well, they're 4 behind, so it's, you know.
4's got to be nearly the biggest lead of the game, isn't it?
Yes, it would have to be. Would have to be. So anybody out there in bowling world that's at another game, I know most of the games started at 10 a.m, or I think a couple of them started at 11 to allow clubs that had a bit further to travel. So anyone in any games, you can flick the scores through, it'd be very, very appreciated. Thank you. Right, Daryn, what can he do? He's on a pretty good, just starting to cut now.
Cluster of bowls there on that tight line, isn't there?
There definitely is. G'day, Mel Robbo. How you going, Mel? Great to have everybody on board this morning. This is the 2022 Henselite Premier League. Gary Kelly, okay, got the opportunity to add. Playing the narrow hand of the two, but look how much grass he's taking.
Well, that should count, though.
Still cut across the head, even at that much grass. Even Gary's shaking his head there, mate. Even he's shaking his head. So how much more have we got to take? I mean, the wind's howling across the green there when he played that. You think, I'll just take this a little bit narrow. And it's still... Tell you what, Brownie comes down to his weight. He's not far away. Oh, just going to sneak around the back.
Pick and flop.
Or may have cut one out. They'll be old. I think they may have their four back here, you know.
They could be back to all square.
What do you reckon? Look, Gary's taking a lot more grass with this one, mate.
Yeah, he'll still get back to the line, I think. If his weight's good. It is.
Oh, look at that for a bowl. And that's the narrow hand. 5 shots. That's
Wow.
a great pick up there by Gary Kelly's lead combination.
4 behind to 1 up. That's
Yeah.
very handy.
Yeah, that's a very handy pickup.
So I imagine rinks are going to become quite important for the ladder too.
Well, absolutely. With it being pretty well packed the way it is, and I think it is going to come down to margins and rinks, mate, for sure. You know what I mean? But I couldn't get over the amount of grass that Gary took with that bowl.
There's a lot of. I'm not sure what bowls he uses. Likes to use a wide bowl, but
yeah.
that did turn a long way.
But, mate, I remember I've been playing bowls long enough to realise when everybody had a standard bowl in the hand. Imagine how much grass they'd be taking out there today. The days,
Coming back up the green, eh?
mate, well, that was the beauty of it, wasn't it? Watch a bowl finish and it's come back up the green, but they used to crash it.
Commentary on this game, guys. We're running out of things to say. No one's anyone here.
No, it's all right. There you go. There's Gary's bowls.
That's why it's turned a lot. He's got the wider bowl from
He
Aero.
has two from Aero, Optima. So that's the bowls he's using. So it's not a bad first up bowl, sitting just behind the head. Tell you what, Kim's got a nice line on this one though.
Yeah, this will be close.
Lovely bowl. So Mick Anderson just looking to correct his weight.
Pretty well down.
Yeah,
Not a bad answer.
that is a pretty good answer, mate, isn't
Yeah.
it? G'day, Laurie Andrews. How you going, mate?
Timbo
Okay.
maybe trying to look to tuck it around the corner here.
It would have been nice if he could just take that off the centre line.
One pass ahead though is handy.
Yeah,
One
it's
on,
handy
one
there.
behind.
Very handy. See Scotty the Junk play a great bowl next on the rink next door. They're all high-fiving him down the other end.
Wouldn't be a real high five though.
It wouldn't be a very high five. But what a great young bloke young Scotty is.
Great bloke, young Scotty.
Mate, I've never come across a bloke who's had a fair bit of illness and that in his life, but just
So happy.
So happy.
Always happy. Always got a smile on
always,
his face.
mate, he's just an absolute champion, that young man. Well, I say young man, he's 28, 29 now, but
Goes out of his way to say good day to people and
fantastic.
get a handshake. He's
Got an incredible
Good value.
great nature, mate. Reminds me a lot. There's one thing I always look forward to every year, Mitchell. I love doing the disability games just to see the participants and their whole attitude in life. I just wish every bowler could go and watch it. They'd come away from those events with just a completely different attitude to what they have. You know, not being disrespectful to bowlers, but to see those, the para bowlers as they call it now, not disability, I'll rephrase that. Absolutely marvellous.
Well, it also shows how inclusive our sport is, and
Well, it shows you, like, mate, it's the only sport you can enter at a tournament and play against a gold medalist from the Commonwealth Games. You know, no other sport can you challenge yourself against the best players in the world, you know, and no matter what.
unless you're one of them as well, you're right.
But, mate, you go through exactly what you said as far as people with various types of illnesses and disabilities can still get out there even in a wheelchair and play competitive sport, which is which is the thing, I must admit, which is so unique about our great game, you know what I mean? G'day, Jane, watching from Burleigh, says go Burleigh. So Dale. I think he just stopped because of the breeze stopped there for a second. So what's going on here?
Close.
Oh. Yes. Not quite close enough though. They've still got a fair way to go in this game. Travis is saying, where's the win? Where's the win?
Not a bad spot with Dale playing weight though. Grab the tee. Not that we respot anymore, but if it doesn't kill, it's a very handy bolt.
He's a lot closer.
He's got the same hole.
He's got the same hole, yeah. I thought he went a little bit slower with that one. I thought it may have just worked a little bit more, but obviously the same weight. Looks like they're only the one down anyway, I think, by the looks of that there, Mitch.
I wouldn't.
Eh?
Even if it is two, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to, graze the inside edge of that red one and slip through the hole himself.
Well, it could be, yeah. I think there's...
So not an option there to just draw up through his bowl on the backhand, maybe, or...
Well, even I think going for the back kitty, quite realistically, with so much room for the skips to draw, I know it gives Gary the great opportunity, but he's only one down.
Yeah, no, maybe that's why you got the young Dale to do it, so he knew he had two.
Yeah, ever so true. Thank you very much, Darren. Hawks up 54-37 after 37 ends. Thank you very much for that, Darren. Appreciate that. Barry Lester just played a bomb on the rink next door. I think Gary's just trying to play onto this red bowl or miss it and come around the back. This is the bowl I thought that Dale would be playing on.
Played it perfectly.
What a great bowl by Gary Kelly. Such incredible weight. Well, the thing about that is what Travis just called Darren on is because Travis has got the best back with that.
That's right.
Sitting pretty much.
That's why Trav's bowl wasn't that bad when he missed to the back there. And there's the kill.
Yeah. So that's a replay. It's just starting to get like last night's game. How many ends did they kill? I was told last night they played 30 ends in that game that we did yesterday. They did 30 ends. Someone told me that last night when we were packing up.
So what do you think of the change of the respot rule, mate?
Well, quite realistically, I honestly think respot is really good for winter carnivals or money games where there's time limits. I don't like it for the simple fact that I go back when I was playing a hell of a lot of bowls, and Kelvin Kirko was a very, very young man. And I remember going down to Coolangatta playing the district pairs, and I was there all day. It means I won the first game, so I had to stay there in the afternoon, And Kelvin just practiced all day, driving. So he has that skill, which he worked on to get.
Yep.
He worked on that, and mate, I honestly think in real games like this, I do like the replay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it certainly changed the way you read heads now in Premier League. You always you don't have to waste a bowl now.
Well, that's
covering
true.
the respot mark.
That's right. You can just attack at the head.
Either build numbers in the head or put positional bowls that aren't necessarily where the respot mark is.
And that's true. I think that I just think in games like this or anything, but I think time games, I think respot makes common sense to me. Yep. But pennant finals, this type of stuff, I think, mate, you got a day to play. So have replay.
If you're good enough to hit that many of them, well,
mate,
I'm good enough, eh?
I've always said I'm lucky to hit the black stuff behind the two pegs, mate. I get excited on that place. What a great bowl here by
that's two very good lead bowls.
Yeah, Mick Anderson. That's a great bowl there. Good morning, Glenn. How are you going this morning? Thank you for those kind words, mate. Appreciate that. So, Kim Millard sticking to his backhand. Has he got the weight to reach? He's got a pretty reasonable type of a line.
He's got a hold up.
I thought he just may have sat that bowl.
Very good though.
Yep. Very good. Scotty Franklin Gary can't help himself, can he? He's there, he's broken collarbone, busted hand, and he's still running around picking up glasses. He's always been the same. Always got to do something, Gary. Great bloke, great worker for this club. Scotty Franklin. What a bowl.
That is a great one. You need blokes like Gary to get a club, a successful club.
Mate, you have to, mate. Volunteers are everything in our clubs. You know, they really are. And it disappoints me sometimes when people get a little bit vocal towards volunteers. I mean, umpires, mate, they sit there all day doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
You know, and then someone will say, oh, the umpire, yeah, I thought that was, oh, mate, get over it, mate. You know, I played enough football to know that, you know, mate, you get good calls and bad calls, mate. At the end of the season, they're normally a 50-50. And umpires never, ever, ever deliberately go out to make a mistake, you know.
No.
Always be grateful that they're there. They do a wonderful job.
If they're not there, we can't play.
100% correct, mate. Couldn't agree more. Now, see, Scotty, again, pretty reasonable weight for what he was after.
Yeah.
Another bowl in the head there, though, Mitchell.
It is. It's not shaping up well for Vicky Point, this head. Need to get one in here from Brad.
Yes, definitely needs a close one. His line was spot on with the first one.
It's not badly down.
Mate, he had a beautiful line once again.
Might have got close to third shot.
Yeah, may have cut that wing bowl out of it. So what's on the agenda for you, my friend, for the next few months?
Well, work, obviously. Still trying to get this green up. But no, nothing much, mate. A couple of club championships here.
I was about to say, I was just going to ask you, going to play club championships? Or?
Well, I've got a couple of things to defend, so I thought I'd better do that.
I thought so, because you won the pairs last year too, didn't you?
Won the pairs and the singles here.
Yep. Geez, what a great bowl here by young Dale. Just rocks that one over. And that really, there's no target there.
There isn't, no. And with Brad's two short bowls, which
makes it very hard, doesn't it?
Makes it very hard for his back two to get in there.
So what's the go with that, mate? Is it not just pairs? What else do you have to defend?
The singles. I won the singles.
Yep.
So probably try and defend those. I haven't really made my mind up on pennants.
Yep. That's a long way off, mate.
It is, yeah. So see what happens when that time comes around.
Good idea, mate.
Yep.
I reckon you'll probably be playing.
Probably. I don't know where, though.
It's understandable, mate. Tell you what, he's just going to sneak around the back.
If he does, it's a great spot as well.
That's a great bowl. Yeah, that's
building a really nice head here, Burleigh.
Mate,
not too many options on for Trav.
That's two great bowls.
Really consolidate the number they got last.
Yeah. No, well, it's one thing I must admit, though, Slapper, I always look forward to the pennant season, mate.
The greens always run good through pennant with the winter greens.
A great bowl here, too.
That's a great effort. Still very handy.
That's a great bowl by Travis. Didn't get the result that he was after, but gee whiz, he could not have played that any better.
He could have got the jack.
He could have got the jack. I know.
But no, he couldn't have played it much better.
He couldn't have played it much better, though, mate. Yeah, mate, I always look forward to pennants. I always look forward to going to other clubs, and, you know, it's like... I mean, you know what our bowling fraternity's like. Is we don't see each other every day, but we just pick up the conversation we left off last time. Yeah. You know, it's just you're always mates.
Yeah,
you know?
With Pennant being the local clubs, it's always nice too.
Yeah,
sort of do develop pretty special bonds with other players from other clubs over the years.
Oh, that's for sure. Now, this is why at times I get Northey and Travis mixed up. Gary Kelly. Look at this for a bowl.
He's going to get
Gary Kelly.
What a bowl that is.
You've got to be joking.
And he fell in, yeah. That's a great shot.
Just got Northey. Daryn just going to try and sit off this back bowl. Had to really hit that back bowl and flop. Okay, Gary, can he repeat the dose? Magnificent bowl with his last bowl. Could be a little bit too wide with this one. Handy, very handy location.
Make any contact in there.
You could get a result off it, mate. Tell you what, I like the weight of this one by the looks of it. He's a lot closer.
Oh, if he's got shot there, that's very handy.
One shot. What a bowl. That's a great head.
Wow.
That's one heck of a great head there.
That was
brilliant.
was a great shot, that one.
Yeah. That was brilliant. Yep. Oh, they're calling an umpire.
Must be too close for the boys' measures to fit.
Yep, must be pretty close.
Always like the belly of the bowl laying down.
Yeah, same
It's
here.
close bowls.
Nah, it's not him. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that, mate. So we've got a good, very good measure here, but
This will test the steadiness of the arm, the umpire.
definitely will, mate. But of course, this wonderful competition could not be brought to you. We'll watch this. We're going to watch this, mate. We're going to see how steady his hand is, mate. Hope he's had a scotch or a rum this morning, mate, to steady the hand.
We'll see who gets shot as to who bought it for him.
Yes, it's always a great indication. Oh, just rocking. That's close. That is incredibly close. Wonder Burleigh.
Wonder Burleigh after all of that.
And of course, this wonderful competition, the Henselite Premier League Queensland 2022, is proudly sponsored and supported by Henselite, the choice of champions, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Algester Sports Club, Helensvale. Of course, Signs of Safety, Indigo Blue, Beachfront Holiday Apartments, and Bliss Wines by Barry Lester. Got some great sponsors there, Mitch, who support our great game, mate.
That's right, mate. You can't make these things happen without sponsors.
It's ever so true. Yeah, you're dead right, Mel. Fingers for no good there, mate. So we see this week's live streaming sponsorship of the rounds are Indigo Blue, Beachfront Holiday Apartments, and Bliss Wines. A little bit through the head there with that one, Nick Anderson. Jeffrey Gillow, thank you very much for that. Musgrave, 54. Playing against Algester, 26 on 49 ends, and the reserves are up 69 to 47 on 64 ends. So a big thank you for that, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, of course, is one of the hard-working board members from Boaters at Bowls Club, who's obviously gone to watch Musgrave play bowls this morning, mate. So good on you, Jeff. Appreciate that, mate.
Musgrave having a good first season into the comp.
They're having a great season, mate. But Jeffrey is actually my greens director.
There you go.
And it's good to have a plastic greens director, because the last one was the crankiest one I have ever dealt with in my life.
I'm pretty lucky here. I got John Titmarsh.
Mate, I had myself. I was the greens director.
John Titmarsh, very easy fella to get along with.
Yes, no, that's great, mate. You're always good. You got a good greens director, mate. Jeffrey does really got his heart and soul into Boaters, mate. He's one of our very good members out there, as we have quite a few out there. So we see a bit of a wayward start by these two this end.
surprising.
It has been. They haven't been playing too bad at all, considering the conditions, though, mate. You know, it's not what you call too easy, particularly when you've got a surface like this to play on where it's running so well. So
Wind on a 13-second green's not too bad, but when you're in a 16, 17, it's a bit tougher.
I think it could be running about 17 plus now, though, mate. I don't think
Might be, yeah.
Probably about 17, 17 and a half, I reckon. I know there's not much difference between half a second, but with the conditions like this, it is a lot.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, here's one bloke that's handled it pretty well. Young Scotty Franklin.
He's playing well, all right.
Mate, he'll love me calling him young too, I'm telling you that right now. He'll buy me a beer after this. He's a great bloke, Scotty, as they all are. We've got Brad Woodland on the mat at the moment, playing his forehand. He's also played very well. I think he's matched his own with Scotty here today. Played some great bowls. Yeah, not too far away. Got in a pretty handy location once again
Past
there
Jack.
too. Yep, past Jack. In play.
Scotty be looking at maybe just touch a jack around the corner or hit something past of his own.
I think just something past, mate, by the looks of it.
Yep.
But look at this thing rip across the line. Yeah. Still going. Yeah, no,
Some water out on that green, we have, right?
yeah, I think you will be tomorrow morning somehow, mate.
I think there might be some water going out.
Yep. I'm actually off to Mackay tomorrow, mate. They've got a bit of a problem up there with green. I'm flying up in the morning to have a look at it.
Must be desperate. So they're getting you out there
Mate,
to check it out.
that's what I thought, mate. Off to Mackay, just for the day.
Nice little trip.
Yep. So Dale, I've got plenty of room here to draw. I don't think he'll be looking too close to the kid. He just needs something in behind, matching these two bowls here. It was well left, son.
Still under the line there again.
Yeah. And that being the narrower end of the two, I tell you, they're just ripping back a mile, aren't they? So Travis O'Reilly on the mat at the moment.
Still people walking in.
Yeah, I can't get over. There's still cars pulling up down there, mate. You know what I mean? There's people everywhere. Is he going to set this white bowl? He's not going to be far away. Oh, just got the wrong side of it.
Hasn't made his shot any harder though.
No, it's still open. Still an open draw. Yeah, good correction here from young Dale. Oof. And that's your fact it still kept going. Yes, Brian Sheldon is a good game, isn't it? Very good game, mate. That's a touch. This one here should be underdone grass line, yep.
That'll be near on out of bounds if he doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, but I think it's going to hit this other one, this other red one, mate. That's your fact, yeah. It's actually stayed in the head, really, hasn't it? You know what I mean? I'll tell you what, it's made it pretty attractive. Like, I mean, that's a pretty hard shot to draw now. Would you be game enough to go that white bowl?
Well, from here it looks like he's probably got 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Going the bowl does leave Gary a lot of room to draw it.
Well, particularly quality, yeah. That's why, you know.
But Daryn does have last bowl, so it might be an option.
They're starting to rip in now, mate. Oof. Hello, Travis is kicking the head around here. He's
kicking where he wants him.
Kick him around. Tell you what, he's chasing this white ball.
Well, on that line he looked to be, yeah. Well,
it's not a bad attempt there, mate.
If Gary doesn't draw this, he does sit with 4 seconds.
Yeah, well, he's got 4 seconds. He'd have to chase it, wouldn't he?
If Gary doesn't add another one here.
Yeah.
You'd have to consider it, looking at the situation on the big board and things like that. You've got to do what's right by the team.
Well, call there from Travis, mate.
Yeah, he was straight onto it.
He was, wasn't it?
Gary's bowl up the front there's ended in not a nice spot for him though.
Yeah, I think it's more. I think it's. I've never been a big fan of blockers, mate. You know what I mean?
I don't think he tried to play the blocker.
I think he tried to draw it.
I think it's ever going to drop at that speed.
Not at that speed, mate. Yeah.
Another one to Burleigh.
Yes. Afternoon, Mr. Jason Curry. How are you, mate? We've got 2 Jasons on board.
Yeah.
So this is the 17th end of 21 ends, and we're getting down to the business end now. Burleigh got a bit of a commanding lead at this particular stage, with Burleigh leading 63 to 32, and in the reserves it's 59 to 48 after 51 ends. Still
Bit tighter game down there in the reserve.
a bit tighter, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, but quite realistically though, on this rink here, Vicky Point haven't played poorly, mate.
No.
They've
no,
played
they
some
haven't.
great bowls, you know.
It's been a good contest, yeah.
It really has been a good contest. You know, it's been just been some great bowls played. Yeah, they haven't updated the reserve grade for quite a while, mate. So Mick Anderson on the mat seems to have a better grass line on this one here as his bowl starts working into the head. Not going to be far away.
Finishing a good spot.
Yeah, great home there. So when did you, what's your first campaign, mate? Singles, pairs, or?
Pairs, mate. We had,
Pairs?
we were lucky enough to get the bye the first round.
Yep.
So
Did the draw yourself?
Well, by the looks of it, yeah. No, play Wednesday night. We play.
Good one, good one. So when are you going to get the bowls out of mothballs, mate?
Well,
Wednesday
they're in the
afternoon?
shed. They live in the shed, so... yeah, probably Wednesday afternoon. Yeah. The ladies' bowls on Wednesday. I might try and steal myself a rink.
Yep, see how you go.
Have a couple of bowls down in the morning and make sure I don't fall over or forget to do something silly like step forward or something.
Yeah, I'm hearing you on that one, mate. Hearing you on that one. Got Brad Woodland on the mat. Has played exceptional here this morning. I'll tell you this, man. Said one of the imported players from Vicky Point comes from across the islands. Macleay Island.
Macleay, all the way from Macleay Island.
Away from Macleay, comes over in the boat. Does he have to row it, or?
I don't think he has to row it.
You sure? Gary Green.
He'd look a lot fitter if he had to row it.
Fair enough, too, Slaver. I tell you what, a lovely correction there. I needed a bit more weight, but it's in the head anyway from Scotty.
Still plenty of room for anyone to get shot here.
Yeah. Yes, I can see you, Tracy. Yeah, it is a lovely day out here too. What a wonderful club, Tracy.
Yeah,
great hospitality they have shown everybody here today. Michael Brindle having a good time, mate, eh?
This looks a pretty good one here from young Dale.
Yeah, played that pretty well, mate. Gary quite happy with that one.
Pressure starting to build here. You're going to need a pretty good shot from Trav to get one close.
Yep. It's like Gary Pearson just played a bomb on the ring next door, mate. Thank you very much for that, Brad Parker. Tell you what, Travis isn't far away with this one, mate.
Pointed well.
Oh.
Take some of the sting out of it for now.
It's probably cut a couple of them out, mate. So there's an update from Brad Parker. Helensvale 59, North Toowoomba 41. Thank you very much for that. That's just progress.
Pretty good area here.
Is he going to? Yeah. Well, that would be in the count for sure.
I would imagine so, yeah. Doesn't have to make a big correction here, Trav, to get shot. It's all got to be down to his speed here. His line looks good. He's going to crash.
Well, that should ease some of the pain also too, so. Gary Kelly looking to play this on the forehand.
A little touch here would be nice for Gary.
Oh, mate, wouldn't it bring a few more into play? I think that last one's probably cut out a few more too, though. By the looks of it there.
Touch of jack. Anything 6 inches to a foot, be perfect.
Well, that beautiful grass line, just his weight there, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Brian Johnson, for that. It's a pleasure, Matthew Smith. Not a problem at all, mate. Tell you what, play this one here pretty well, Daryn Brown.
Daryn Brown looks very good. Oh, has he made it?
One thing I learned a long time when I started skipping, mate, is that if you ask players, can you see the edge of that? They'd say yes. So I always said to them, can you hit it though?
Well, he's cleared all of his own out.
Yep.
Can be the danger sometimes when you're playing weight into heads.
Yes.
Obviously, clear all of your own.
Yeah, that's what happens a hell of a lot, mate.
Happens to me a lot.
Yes, I'm hearing you there. Played this. No, just going to pull up. Gee, he's had a bit of a...
It's easy.
2 shots.
Really wanted to make that count.
Well, that would have been all tied up.
Yeah,
you know?
that should have made that count, really. That
should have been all tied up there, quite realistically, yeah. But anyway, did his best and 2 shots, so... Great to see the great support that Vicky Point have got from their members down here today. So a lot of them have come down to watch
Saturday nights. We get plenty down here on a Saturday night for the home games. And
see Wayne Guerin here, that's chairman of the club. He's the chairman when I was here.
Wayne Gondon, yep.
Wayne Gondon, yep.
Yep.
Used to play a pretty handy game too, just quietly.
Does, mate. He's had a fair bit of trouble with his back, and he's just switched to a bowling arm.
Okay.
And taken to it like a duck to water. He has.
Yeah.
He's playing really well with it. Won the over 60 singles here with it, and yeah, he's playing really well.
Tell you what, here's a nice starter here from Kim.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Kim Millard. Just run through the head there slightly, but that's a very handy bowl, very handy location. Danny, thank you very much for that. Algester 31, Musgrave 58 after 55 ends. So you expect the 55 ends, quite a few shots to pick up there for the Algester team. So
Be a good one to win from there.
Yeah, it would be a good one to win from there, mate. Yeah, 58. Sorry, 55 ends, yeah. Just looking to see there's...
Just realised.
They were desperate.
copping it from everywhere, Brian.
We are. It's all good, mate. It's all good banter, mate. That's what it's all about, my friend. It is good viewing, Brian. The pictures are actually quality, and they put that down to Robbie Allen. But the best part about it is that Robbie's got 2 very experienced greenkeepers with him today, so he's pretty safe. He's under a very strict adult supervision, which he normally is anyway. Barbara Green. Hey, Barbs, how are you? Yeah, great game here once again, Barbs. I'm telling you, it's been some colossal games on the stream this year, and this one's no disappointment. Conditions of green running rent about 17.5 seconds, I'd reckon, and blustery, windy conditions.
Certainly hasn't eased up the wind.
It hasn't at all, mate, and it's really taking its toll on the players, which is good to see. Brody Johnson, thanks for that, mate. Dolphins 44, Eagles 43 on 45 ends. Thanks, Brody. Mate, you better go back and draw a shot now, son. I think you're skipping a rink. Thanks, Brody. You're a champion, mate. Brody flies down every weekend from Mackay.
He played last year too, didn't he?
Yes, he did, yeah.
Pretty sure he's a champion man, fellow West Coast supporter.
Oh, okay, mate. No, he hasn't had his pie and 6 chips today, Kerry, but give him time, mate. The day's only young. Yeah, he reckons he's a bit furry this morning, mate. What a great bowl there from Scotty Franklin, just pulled up there on the run. Jeanette Franklin, how are you, Jeanette? Yeah, love playing in the wind. Good on you. I tell you what, Scotty's played pretty well though, Jeanette. He's handled the conditions pretty well, I reckon, on this rink.
He's probably been the pick on the rink, I think.
I reckon he has been.
Yeah.
I reckon he has been. Mitch, I really do. I think he's been pretty consistent, hasn't he?
Yeah. As you say, Brad's played pretty well, but I think Scotty's been the pick of the players on the rink so far, for mine.
But I think one of the biggest things that I know, like, I mean, when I was a selector, I'm no longer a selector on the Gold Coast. I've got too many other portfolios, but you never looked at their good bowls when you're picking representing teams. You look where their bad bowls finish, mate. Yeah. It's, you know, like, I mean, you'd see the consistency of the people who are really informed, where their bad bowls are only like 2 foot away, where my bad bowl was like 6-8 feet away, you know, and that's the difference between a consistent player and one that...
Where you miss is important too. You don't want to be too many short bowls, and you always give yourself a chance, give your bowl a chance.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Brody, I didn't realise, mate, you had the weekend off, mate, working. Yeah, mate, I'm up in Mackay tomorrow, mate, so... You better save me some, Kerry. Kerry, of course, the hard-working Vice President of Bowls Queensland. Chocolate cake, mate, you never, ever, ever get between Kerry Green and a bit of cake. You'll be trampled to death.
Danger zone?
Danger zone, mate. Absolute danger zone. Yeah, that's true too, Barb. But no, they do a good job too, Barb. So, you know, good on them.
Tracking well here. Land that, give it a roll. That's good.
Yeah, well, that's definitely locked in the shot, in my opinion. No, they're doing a good job down there too, Barb. So good on them. They're showcasing their Premier League, which is great to see. If I wasn't broadcasting this, I'd probably be watching the two, Barbs. Thanks very much for sharing it. So we see here the 18th end of 21 ends, of course. And Daryn one down, he's only one behind. It's been a colossal game. He definitely does love the camera, doesn't he, Janet?
Misses the front bowl here. He's got to be pretty close, you'd think. Oh, he's going to run out of legs.
Yes. No, he goes all right for an old bloke, Michael. He goes all right for an old bloke, mate. Tell you what, Gary got a good line on this. He just pulled up a tad short, shaking his head, going, "Oh my God!" I thought that was a g'day, Pedro. Peter Tapperton, how are you, mate? Stevie Jones, Right, Daryn trying to come around these ones. Tell you what, he's got a pretty good line on this one. How's his weight? It's looking pretty good.
It'll turn.
Well, Dale made the call straight away. Got one.
Right, so he must have just missed out, eh?
Just missed out by the looks of it. Gary. Don't think he's got the weight. No. So just the one to Burleigh. Still only a couple of shots in it, couple of ends to go. Still anyone's game. See, Barry Lester's got a very handy lead on the rink next door, and Corey Wedlock is making up for his loss yesterday. But listen, feel sorry for Shane Kelsey, normally a very steady player. He's taking the brunt of Corey's defeat yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, he's taking the full brunt of it too.
Mate, we've live streamed, as you know, a few of Corey's games this year, mate. He's been in outstanding form. Jeez, he's been playing well.
Quality player.
Oh, absolutely. Great young man with it too, though, buddy. Great guy, Corey.
Yeah, he's got to be one of the best players in Australia at the moment. But
I think
easily.
so. I think so.
It's the way him and Aaron Tees are playing at the moment.
Teesy's on fire, mate.
Hard to see them missing out on a spot in the Com Games coming up soon.
That's true. I know one of our players is taking a bit of a break at the moment, but I'll tell you what, he's in outstanding form. Is Aaron Sheriff also too, mate. He's playing great bowls at the moment.
Will he make himself available for the Com Games or no?
I'm not too sure, mate. I'm not 100% sure on Aaron's plans, but mate, I tell you what, just watching him play has been definitely heartbreaking. They go to England, I think, in my opinion, without him, because he's in fine form. So we see a nice correction here from Mick Anderson. As we see Tracy Wallace walking past now to fill up some water. So one of our regulars, mate. She's die-hard Burleigh supporter. So Scotty Franklin trying to add to the count.
He's pointed well.
Yeah. Once again, not too far away. Yeah, great bowl.
Yeah.
Played it very well.
Oi, Jack's flying around over there.
Kitty came flying back, so must have been a kill. Tell you what, not going to be too far away, Brad.
Yeah, that's a very good response to Scotty's first one.
Yeah, beautiful weight with both those bowls, mate, in there, eh? So Scotty once again too, got a beautiful line on this once again.
It's inside the blue here, it's Brent. Yeah.
Geez, that's a great bowl. That's two very good bowls there.
Nothing wrong with
you
that.
know what I mean? There's
Nothing wrong
just
with
in
that.
behind the head. Little trail there now, and you know, bring that red one back into play too. So
Turn around the corner, behind the white bowl, and there's 3 or 4 shots there.
yep.
Hard to get to. Quite send the second one.
So mate, in the pairs, who are you playing with?
We're playing with Paulie Walker.
Paulie Walker,
Yeah, same fella we
Last year?
defend the title with. Yep.
Yep.
We were fortunate enough to go on to win the district champs
Yes.
last year as well.
Yes. And you're very unlucky to strike.
And
Aaron
well,
Sheriff.
I don't know whether we were unlucky or not. They were better. They were better than us.
Well, they went on to win it, mate.
They did. Yeah, Aaron Sheriff and Stephen Tong. Pretty tough combination to come up against.
Well, look at that final, young Jake Wren and Hayden Volger from North Toowoomba, mate.
I don't think they could have played much better, and they still couldn't get over the line. So
I remember years ago watching Travis just going to cut across the head here. remember watching Sean Ingham play Ryan Bester in the final of the Gold Coast Tweed District singles. And Sean was shattered. He said, I couldn't have played any better. I said, I know, mate. I said, but you made Ryan pull them all out.
Yeah, that's all you can do. And if
That's
they
all-
pull them out, they pull
that's
them
it.
out.
That's the bottom line, you know. I mean, many times I walked off a bowling green and been belted and thought, Jesus, I was really happy with that game. I'm really happy the way I played.
Yeah,
And there's other times I've lost by one. I thought, geez, I played like garbage today, you know what I mean?
Touched up in a singles game by Calvin Kirko down there at Tweed Heads one day in the top singles or something, and he came up to the end of the game. He just goes, mate, you just got him too close.
Yeah. Yes, I had the same comment made to me playing Kelvin. I played 2 in a team. A young bloke played 3, and Phil Jordan, who skips on Sean Baker's rink. Phil played numerous test matches for Queensland at 70 odd, and we had a team champion fours, and we played Kelvin at Mackenzie Park, and Kelvin took a club team into that, and they didn't give him much. And Kelvin beat us 18-17 on his own and walked off the green, and Carlo, chairman of selectors, was there. He said, you put them too close.
Yeah, he just hit everything, and then you leave him 6 inches to a foot to draw the shot, and he goes and just draws it.
He did, yeah, mate. I mean, people said to me, you know, you must have been disappointed. And I said, no, mate. I said it was just a pleasure to be on the same rink watching him.
Yeah.
It was exactly what you said. Full-blooded drive, take a bowl out, then draw a resting touch of his next bowl. You know what I mean?
On the indoor there at Tweed Heads, where he's obviously got a lot of experience as well. And
it's, as you said, mate, it's sometimes you just, you know, enjoy watching it, don't you? You know what I mean? You happen to be on the same rink if it's an absolute champion. You know what I mean? So
Daryn Brown's gone for a cover bowl
he
there.
has, hasn't he? Is it going to stop though?
Good edges here, mate. Good edges.
Very good edges, mate. You know the greenkeeper's on there. He did play a bomb too, didn't he, Mel? Gary going to go again. Well, it could only be one down there by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Travis going to have a look now.
He's got to beat the whites there on the fore end.
Got plenty of room to draw another one though. I will say that, yeah. Yep. G'day Nathan Barnes. How are you this afternoon? Great to have everybody on board. The telecast brought to you by the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team. Oh, have you got the edge of that one made more than no one in the play?
It's the second or third time they've killed that end there on Corey's rink, that last end.
Yep. Is that right, eh? So they're going to do the board now, so we'll see what it is. I think it is only the one by the looks of it, though. Yep, only the one, so 18-17. Gee, which is another great game of bowls, mate, isn't it? Doesn't get much better than this. Quality players.
Brownie to get one here, and all square playing the last. That'd be nice.
Yep. And it just goes to show they wasted 3.5 hours being out there. Right? Nah, it's been fantastic once again.
Looks to be a pretty good start here from Kimbo.
Keeps running, yep. Yeah, it's a lovely starter there, mate. Mika Henderson. Should be a bit narrow. Looking at what's been happening.
Yeah, there it goes.
Hey, Kim. Doesn't have to change too much, really.
No, he's pretty similar sort of area here.
Yeah, but he has corrected. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's even better, mate. That's great correction. Well played. 2 good bowls.
much more important kid on her. She was wonderful. Very tired too. She was very competitive.
Not too sure if Mick liked that the way he pulled his hand there, or he thought it was a bit quick or whatever, but wherever it is going to come to a pretty good aim anyway. He's in behind the head, so he's given it every opportunity for his teammates. And when I was doing the greens at Woongoolba Bowling Club, mate.
The what?
Woongoolba Bowling Club.
Right.
We had a few boys. Oh, I just missed the kitty there. Had a few boys used to come over every Tuesday from Russell Island in their boat. And mate, they always bought me a feed of crabs. They picked up their crab pots on the way. Absolutely, mate. Loved Tuesdays. I really. Tuesdays was a great day for me.
A little cook, have a little pot in the in the shed.
Yeah,
cook 'em
yes,
up.
yes.
With Scotty.
Yeah, that's a great
Flavor
bowl
it
by
again.
Scotty Franklin. The shot. Yeah, so I used to bring them over and put them in the freezer and then cook them up
Yep.
and go home. The wife would say, "Would you want something for lunch?" Yeah, okay.
Don't tell her you got the crabs in the fridge.
Absolutely beautiful, mate. Hey, Scotty, having a good look at this. That delivery. Nothing. Look at that. Two great bowls. That's two great bowls by Scotty Franklin.
Doesn't surprise us at this stage the way he's been playing though.
Peter Sharp, thank you very much for that, mate. Premier League, 47 all on 50 ends. And in the reserves, the Dolphins up 84 to 53 on 70 ends. So we do thank you very much for those around the grounds. So Travis, tell you what, he's not badly down here. What a great bowl.
Just needs to pull up now.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a great bowl there by Travis. There's Travis O'Reilly. Played that very, very well. Now, a little trail on here, though, for
Dale there
for
on the
Dale.
forehand.
Yeah, got a bit of a trail on.
We go to Elginster and we go to Grace. That's the first. We decided on this year.
Right, Dale, just trying to pick up Kitty here.
We've only played one round. We won the first one in Magpies.
Not far away.
Where we go today.
It's a very good try by the young man.
Oh, you're on the way over there now. Soon, yeah, Thursday.
Hey, Travis, how good the memory.
We'll do the battle down. You get a roll out of Kim's bowl. If he doesn't, he's. Oh, it's,
Oh, geez, he didn't need that kiss, mate, did he, eh?
that was unlucky.
He really didn't need that just little touch there. So Dale, little trail, worth 3.
Under the line.
Yep. Had perfect weight for what he was after too there, though. Absolutely perfect weight. We see most of them. You see Barry Lester has already won his game, 28 to 11. That's a good win to Barry. And Corey up 29 to 8 over Shane Kelsey. Shane, a very steady young player. He plays a pretty good game, but as Mitchell was saying before, the number 1 skip out this weekend.
Yes, yeah.
He's been playing very well too, and he has been playing great.
Work commitments, unfortunately.
Oh,
So,
mate, work pays the bill, son.
yep.
You did right, Irene. You must take your grass. Gary had a bit of a look at that. Just going to probably see where this bowl finishes when he gets down there.
I don't think he's going to be short.
Well, he's got the opportunity, mate, to make a bit of a number, hasn't he? You know what I mean? The only thing being, to get the edge of that bowl, you've got to be playing your forehand. And I think if he takes his forehand, he's got the opportunity of taking both those bowls out.
Yeah, well,
I think it's just a draw, mate. You know
with
what
the
I
way
mean?
the big board's sitting, I wouldn't mind seeing him just try and trail the jack.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Is that you just really just got to, as you said, just trail the kitty that couple of feet.
He's waiting for the wind, I
He,
think.
he could be waiting for a while, mate. Boys are getting interested.
They are. These things turn. Oh, that's perfect weight.
What a great try. What a great try. G'day, Warnie. How are you, buddy? Okay, Daryn.
This is a very good line, I think, this one. Just not going to get up.
Yeah, even if he played through that front bowl there, it would have been ideal. But that's going to be a nuisance bowl now, though, isn't it? You know what I mean?
The way Gary's bowls turn, I think he's well around that.
Yeah, I think he can be too, yeah. I think the trail, as you said before, but I think we may get our wish, mate.
We might do. We might
18
get
all
the
by the
18
last end, mate.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much better. But it all depends on this bowl here, and I'll tell you what, he's played some bombs already, this man. Shaking his head. Oh dear. No, he's having a few words about it.
Not quite
He
up.
knew the moment he let that go, didn't he? He said something straight away. You know what I mean?
So that it is. It's 18 all. Last end.
Last end. Good on you, Warnie. The last end. Yeah, 29-8, mate. On the last end. Yep, six shots to Vicky Point on the last end. Yep, 14-29, mate. A handy pick-up by Shane. Makes the score very much more respectable. See a lovely starter here too from
Kimbo.
Kim.
Yep.
That's a lovely start. Oh, geez whiz. Great bowl there from Kim Millard. Best part about it, I've always been told too, mate, Skip always remembers your last few bowls, mate. So, you know.
That's it.
Eh?
Everyone remembers the last couple of bowls. If they're any good.
Mate, at my age, I'm lucky I'll forget the next day. So, Nick Anderson. Oh, he's having a look at it.
Just under. Wasn't
Okay.
a bad effort for
a lead. For a lead, yeah. He got close. So, can he repeat the dose? Tell you what, he's got a beautiful line on this one here. It's going to come down to his weight now. And it's running into the head beautifully. Two great bowls here.
He's going to leave a little gap there too, I think.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah,
Bowls
little
for
gap.
bowls.
Yep.
Two great bowls. Absolutely be pretty happy with those two, Kim.
Gone again. There's that hole.
Left that hole there, mate. Exactly what you said. Yes, left that hole there. So,
Got to get past now, though. Vicky Point. Something past the jack.
oh, mate, well, they got the 2 shots, haven't they? You know what I mean? You don't want to start building ahead to drivers.
No.
You know, and Dale and Gary Kelly can both crack a head open, mate, can't they? You know what I mean? Tell you what, played this pretty well too.
Going to finish in a great spot.
Just going to sit round the head. Yes, that's true. So I think they'll be chasing the rink wins, I think. No, Scotty Franklin, yep, said draw. Yeah, good call. Good call there by Gary Kelly.
Gives them options now as well.
Yep. Well, they got best back one now.
Yep.
Dale's happy. Got best back one. Okay. Brad Woodland, again, not far away. Is he going to sit on the line? This could...
It's just under the line.
Yeah.
Still a good bowl, though. It's in
Very
the
good bowl there, mate. Yeah, you're dead right there, Danny. Holes have the upper hand. Scotty trying to give him another close bowl now. He's given him best backward.
Looks pretty well down here. It's a great effort.
Well, it's another good bowl there, isn't it? You know what I mean? Cameron Cooney, how are you, Cameron? Watching from Burleigh. Wayne Wilson. G'day, Wayno. Travis, this should be a bit tight, mate.
Should be tight.
Yep.
Held on longer than I thought, but
Yeah.
certainly tight.
So Dale, what's he going to do? Going to dead draw or is he going to go it?
Well, I would prefer to see him just play that 2-3 foot trail. It gives him a chance to reach.
Yep.
If he's tight, he can sit in off those tighter bowls, but I'd say he'd be going firm.
He's got one out.
Don't think they'll be going at it now.
No. Vicky, thank you very much for that. Broadbeach 36, Kawana 23 after 39 ends. Appreciate that score update. Thank you very much. Reserves, Broadbeach 54, Kawana 49. Thank you very much for that. Tell you what, Travis has played this too badly, mate. He's going to flop off this bowl.
Doesn't want to, though. Yeah, that's handy. Doesn't make anything wider.
Well, he hasn't fattened the target, mate. If he flopped off that, you know damn well it was going to be another drive, didn't you? I still think we're going to see another drive. I think you find there'll be an attack here.
There could be.
There could be.
But I wouldn't.
I'd draw it.
I'd be playing weight back to the white ball.
White bowl, yeah.
It's not going to get back on the screen.
No. Oh, 3 shots there to the Daryn Brown led combination. We see Corey Wedlock. Final score 29-14. Barry Lester 28-11, and this is all locked up at 18 all with only the skips to come. 4 bowls left.
Who's your money on?
Mate, I reckon Vicky Point. Mate, the head's set for him.
It is. Yeah.
The head's set for him.
Wouldn't look pretty for a skipper to be playing to that.
No. That's where I go first. Hey. So it comes down to this. 4 bowls. Daryn Brown.
Probably doesn't want to get anything real close to the jack here.
Trying to set this white bowl, mate. Oh, did not miss that by much. Everybody's out there watching it. So Gary, big moment.
He is close. Unlucky. He's only got one chance now to change it.
That's it, mate. And this is a good call here by Travis too. Stayed this side of the line. Very good call. See that by the looks of that there, I'm not too sure behind it, but it looks as though the head's really set back on that hand for Burleigh.
Yeah, this is why I liked the 2 or 3 feet.
Yep.
Sort of really only giving himself one chance now, and
Gee whiz, it only just fell. So Gary Kelly comes down to this bowl. Win to Vicky Point.
it is.
There you go.
Daryn got the draw last night too, I think.
So the draw last night and the win today.
Yeah.
20-18. That's a very good pick up there by Vicky Point. That's a pretty hard rink to beat, that rink, and gee whiz, mate, they played some great bowls out there tonight. They really did. Mate, for Blake to come in and was going to give me 10-15 minutes, buddy, you did pretty good.
Around. Well, it's a table service. See? Otherwise,
I know, I was gone, mate.
No, thanks for having me, mate.
Mate, been an absolute pleasure, Mitchell, and
Yep.
mate, you keep up the good work here. You're doing a great job here on the greens, and mate, the best of luck when you get back on the green, mate.
Thank you very much, mate.
Really enjoy, mate.
Yep.
Absolute pleasure having Slapper here this morning. Been absolutely fantastic with his inside information, so I really do thank him. And of course, now on behalf of the Gold Coast-Tweed District Media team, we've just got a few things. Robbie's trying to get an update on the board over there, and also a bit of a skip away there to the Burleigh Heads Dragons by the looks of it. So it's looks like 91 to 58.
Make sure when you finish, there's food around the corner.
Yeah,
grab
mate.
yourself something.
Thanks, mate. So it's been an absolute pleasure here bringing you this, and it was great to have Mitchell Cameron on board there this morning with me. It's an absolute pleasure having you here. So we see another update. And of course, this wonderful event could not been. Look at the great picture there of the club rooms and the greens here at Vicky Point. Absolutely superb location down here in the Gateway District, and very close to some great clubs around here in Capalaba and Cleveland, and one of the great regions around about the Bay region just south of Brisbane. A wonderful destination. The live streaming sponsors for this round of Premier League are Indigo Blue, Beachfront Holiday Apartments, and Bliss Wines by Barry Lester. As I've always said all the way through this, ladies and gentlemen, 2 great sponsors of our great game. And of course, the other sponsors of our great game who are able to give us the live streaming for you people to enjoy who couldn't make it here today is Henselite Premier League Queensland 2022, proudly sponsored and supported by Henselite, the choice of champions, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Algesta Sports Club, Club Helensvale, Signs of Safety, and Indigo Blue Beachfront Holiday Apartments. And what a wonderful prize it is in that to accommodation down there. All you have to do is share the stream, and you go into the draw, and you got the opportunity of having a few nights away in a beautiful location. And of course, none better than Bliss Wines by Barry Lester. Absolutely superb. Drop of wine, that highly recommend. Now, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say it's been an absolute pleasure bringing you this wonderful event from this wonderful club. I said the facilities here are absolutely first class, so if you get the opportunities, drop on down to Vicky Point Bowls Club and have a look around. I think you'll find you'd very much enjoy yourself. So on behalf of Robbie Allen and myself, Brian Marshall, a big thank you to Mitchell Cameron for his commentary here this morning. Of course, Mitchell is the greenkeeper down here with Sam Twining, and was absolutely first class having Mitchell in here this morning. So with that, Robbie, we're going to start packing up, mate. We'll be at Enoggera Bowling Club next Saturday. Yep, we're at Enoggera on Saturday and Tweed Heads on Sunday. On Sunday, we're at Tweed Heads doing the Max Morris Finals. And on Saturday night, we're at Enoggera at 4 o'clock. And they are playing Belmont. So you see the young upper stars coming up there, the young contingent they have at Belmont, which will be fantastic to showcase, and young Kane Nelson and Jacob Nelson and Hayden Oyster. We've got some great young talent to showcase there, so we look forward to bringing you that. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team, enjoy your bowls and support your club. Thank you very much.